and welcome to the Arcade Hangout episode number 60. Big 60. I am Orange Whip, one of your hosts for tonight's show, along with all these other lovely, beautiful-looking gentlemen who I'm about to see in person in the next day or two, for most of them anyways. We are an arcade podcast who just like to meet once a week, chat about old retro arcade games. And we don't have a question for the week this show. We are just all going to be chatting about Grinkfest 4 and anything that, correlates to that. Some guys here aren't going there, but, there's certain games we don't want to talk about. Fart Lace Van road trips. I heard there might be one or two of those happening. So that sort of thing. And we're missing, actually, one of the head honchos, Mr. Gak, of the tournament here. Not sure where he is tonight.
I don't know. I actually just texted with him a few minutes ago, so I don't know where he is.
Yeah, we were just talking to him a second ago.
Yeah,
and Carrie's probably working late.
Well, let's the one thing that stands out in my mind in the last few days, anyways, besides our little sneak peek that we had, is your designs, Andrew.
Oh yeah,
they kick ass, brother.
Thank you.
Even though
Very
we've
cool.
kind of seen the shirt before, it still is totally awesome.
Yeah, it's the shirt, but it's all updated. So we had the poster from last year that kind of came in late as an idea, but then I think frankly, due to the lack of shows, because really, when I'm working on the design stuff, it's all I take it from the show as much as possible. So it's the themes and stuff like that. It's usually Sean.
Kind of the memes that show up during the show.
Yeah, so all that stuff, but without a feel of that from the guys, at some point someone's like, well, just do the poster you did from last year, and then make that design theme be the design theme for this year. So that's what we did, and that's cool. Then I just kind of went crazy with the vector kind of idea. So the badges are all the vector versions of the Grinkfest and stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. Was that your own idea, or?
Yeah, that was. Well, yeah, because I didn't get. Here's Chris.
Hey.
But all we got was for the talking about the theme for this year for Grinkers. And who's that?
How's it going, guys?
Who's calling you?
Hello.
My mother.
Oh.
She can wait.
Yeah, I see that Buffett arcade comes first, Buffett.
So yeah, we're just talking about the badges. The badges, yeah, that was just me coming up with something that went along with the same theme of the sort of vector kind of style, and
so there's the shirt.
Yeah, there's the shirt.
At least we're not getting the 3 squirt mayonnaise shirt.
Well, if you'd made it out to Brofest, you might. I don't know. We'll see about that triple squirt mayonnaise thing.
Triple skirt.
I know. I'm looking forward to it.
Because when Sean said that on the show, I was like, "Oh my god, he just summed it up right there."
Genius.
That's exactly right. But there you go. That's perfect thing where he, just randomly threw something out there, and it was like, boom, there you go. There's your fucking design.
Yep. Your idea.
Now you just got to get Sean to make it, right?
Right. Yeah.
That'll happen when Arcade Impossible uploads his next video.
Yeah.
They're the badge designs.
So nice. Ooh, very nice.
Wow. And Fetty came number 1 this time. That's amazing.
I try and mix those guys up so that.
What you don't know is those are the only 8 that they made. That's it. They stopped at 8.
Yeah.
So everyone else just gets a generic badge that they.
Yeah, those are all 8 hand drawn, pen and ink. I even did the avatars myself.
Right.
So yeah, I finished the 8th one. I said, "Fuck this."
That weird science had to be really difficult to do for Sean.
Gradients and crap in there. It's a pain in the ass.
Wow.
And then there's the backs of them.
Yeah, everyone else has to just take one of those stickers and "Hello, my name is" and just write their name on
That's
it.
right.
That's their badge. That'll be Grinkfest 5. Yeah.
I noticed the list is increased. It's like 100 and
123 or 24.
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
crazy, and that's not including. Yeah, that's not including the people that like will just show up that didn't register.
Yeah.
on Cloud,
Right.
You know.
No, about 20 of those people you probably wouldn't count because there's, like staff at Grinkers and
Yep.
Or YouTube fucks.
It must be because it's like
Steve's whole
Amber,
family.
Brianna, Emily, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Remember that YouTube?
There's like 14 of them or something like that.
There's all these girls.
Well, last year there was people that were just from the John Arcade forums. They weren't even,
They
on
just
Cloud
showed
at
up.
all. Yeah, and
I just really want to meet John.
can I touch you?
Well, and hopefully those people like went to
That's right.
watch some of the videos and they actually went to the place to register this year. Hopefully.
And there's not going to be any shirts left either. So
Yeah.
anybody who walks in there without letting us know already, the shirts are all spoken for. We had last year. I think Andrew, maybe we had like 70 or 80 registered at the time we ordered the shirts, and we got 100 shirts. And then by the time it was all said and done, I think there was probably 10 shirts left over in back that he was going to give to employees or something. But this year we hit the 100 and then added 10 more, and then he got 3 for his kids too. So, but I think there's only like 1 or 2 shirts left in XL, and that's it. And the last 2 or 3 people, maybe 4 people, we didn't even have their sizes. Like somebody wanted a medium, as like close I get to large. Well, it is what it is. I guess that's what they get for signing up a week and a half before the thing starts.
Right. Well, I think that's what we need to do is encourage people. Like, look, if you think you're going to make it, pre-register. And do it early. And we need those numbers because we can't just we can't afford to buy extra shirts and then sit on them like we have with the other things. And
I assume we're live
early.
right now. I came on a little bit.
Are you guys going to hand out the bags like at the end or on Friday, or how are you guys going to do
All
it?
the goodies?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully. Steve was giving me some shit about it, but I do not want to do what I did last year. Last year I got there, and Andrew, you helped me too for a couple hours there.
Yeah.
My son and I were back for, easily 3+ hours, just sorting and organizing all that stuff. And so I asked Steve if they could do that in advance. I made sure. I think he's received everything by today.
Oh,
like the
cool.
shirt, the
Okay.
shirts just got there today.
That
I
was
think he had mostly everything else yesterday. So,
Are you bringing stuff with you that you got to add to it, kind of thing?
the last few badges, there's probably like 15 badges or something. But again, those aren't people that did VIP or any of that stuff. So,
Okay.
that's my main concern is just like take care of that bulk, the first 100 or so people,
Yeah.
and for them to try to get, so like you show up, tell them your name or whatever, and they should have it all ready, ideally, for you. Give you your shirt, stickers, cup, whatever stuff,
So you'll get that all like Friday? you think?
Well,
Or-
if you show up on Thursday, even on Thursday too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's the hope. So
The goal.
yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yep.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun.
Oh, come on, Jimbo. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah, 48 hours from now, I'm
I
gonna
wasn't
be
ready on the Gloria.
I'm gonna be sitting in Grinkers drinking a beer, playing some games.
That's right. It's now past 8 o'clock, so that should be a chunk of us here.
Yeah.
I know my friend that's coming is all excited. He's like, I'm looking forward to some serious drinking. Well, you'll be plenty of that.
There will be no shortage of beer. That's for sure.
Oh, we've run out of beer. Sorry. What do you expect? It's $1.
Yeah, so I listened to the Arcade Outsiders today. I think he just uploaded it or whatever last night or this morning. And it's like, they do the same thing every year, but I'm like, what the hell are you guys thinking? You got dollar beers there and half-price sandwiches. They're talking about going to some other place and going to Quiznos or whatever.
I know.
What?
I think they were talking about that like after they were like, because the gym was part of that whole
Go to McDonald's.
pizza and McDonald's and shit.
Why do you go to
No, he
McDonald's?
planned on,
again. I
they're
learned
gonna
my
get
lesson. Never hang out with those guys just outside of a big group setting. Bad shit happens.
Oh, boy.
I missed out.
balls get punched.
Oh no, that
Oh,
didn't happen. No,
Oh,
no. You just eat garbage food, and John smokes all your cigars.
Oh.
No, the only thing that John did to me was he kicked out the back of my knees while I was playing eyes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I got no front end damage.
11.
I like that post you did, Gak, that showed like the new expansion of Grinkers. You did like the walls that look like the yeah, that was so funny. I cracked up when I saw that. It was funny.
Yeah, hard for me to focus at work. We'll just say that.
my wife was like, "Isn't that going to be in the parking lot if it's shaped like that?"
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did an expansion. Like, I want to say that was all storage area, like in 2012 when he first opened, and then 6 months later or something, he expanded back into that area where they were doing the podcast the last 3 years.
Yeah, that wasn't there to begin with. Yeah.
Like you would enter the arcade and to your right, it was just a wall that went full length because that was all storage back in there.
So when they did their very first show from Grinkers, was it still sort of in the same spot, but not?
I think it was exactly how you saw it last year. It was basically exactly the same. It was a few months before that. I think he did the expansion into that area.
Oh, okay.
So like where 720 sits there against that one wall.
Yeah.
And then there's that whole kind of back pit area where they had the table set up. That was all walled off, and it was just storage area back there. So
tomorrow at work, I might listen to the first Grinkers show. That might be interesting to listen to. You know, because I remember all I remember about it is Joe just going on and on about how good the sandwiches are. Look at these chopped pickles; they're so good. They're great. So that'd be fun.
I wouldn't mind listening to Thursday night of the second year.
Or
Thursday night or Thursday
The
night
Gak show.
Yeah,
the night that we were there.
Oh my god.
Friday night, I think.
Was it Friday night?
Yeah. Thursday night was the lost episode.
Yeah, there's a Thursday night too. I don't, I being there, I don't think I ever heard any of those ones.
It was hard to hear that.
The Thursday night was the one we did on Joe's phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That explains it.
I heard that one. That was funny. Everybody was really hammered.
Yeah.
That's the one you can't actually download, right?
That's the one that's not available online.
Yeah, I heard it live.
Yeah.
I just remember different people were getting the phone talking. It was kind of funny.
I mean, I have a copy if you guys want it. That's 49.5.
Yeah.
You were there on the Thursday night, weren't you, Mark?
Not the first Grinkers. No,
No, the
wait.
second.
No. The second
Right on
Grinkers?
second.
Yeah, no, I wasn't there Thursday, no. But I was like kicking myself that I didn't go because like I'm sitting here. And then when I got there on Friday, it was like late, got there like 7:00. It's like everything's already been happening. You got to get there early
Yeah, you definitely have to be there early on Friday or Thursday.
or early or late Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better.
So one thing I found out today, I don't know if you guys saw that on KLV. Actually, last night I want to say I saw it. Somebody posted a thread about
Mandatory condoms.
yes.
What?
For the guys that like to get frisky in the bathroom.
Oh, Jesus.
Condom dispenser in there.
Bring lots of quarters. Yeah.
Are those a quarter?
So Zookeeper, I swear it was a 4-way joystick game. I swear it. I'm like, no, and Dylan, Tron guy, he was telling me, he's like, I don't think so. I think it's supposed to be an 8-way. And I'm like, no. Because I played it a bunch of times at CAX, and like it's corners, you go around the corners of the screen. And so this guy posted a thread yesterday asking about it, and some guy said, No, according to the manual, he's all, look on page 27. It says 8-way stick. I'm like, wow, I guess so. And a couple other guys chimed in and said, yeah, they tried it with both sticks, and 8-way works way better around the corners. You don't get stuck. I'm like, huh. I swear it was the other way around, though. But so now I got to switch out my joystick that I was planning on putting in there. Oh.
Damn it!
Yes.
Huh.
You guys see that? Yeah. Right. How about the?
Just killing time until Jimbo could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Delay.
Delay.
What was it? I think we were talking about it in our Slack thing. Those Nintendo games in Japan or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the sheriff and the monkey one.
Yeah. Crazy. So I wonder what the backstory is on that. Just sat in some guy's garage or storage unit for 30 years or something. I don't know. They look super clean too.
I admit I did not click on any of the links actually.
No.
I'm sure, I
No,
can see
it's
if I can-
another Nintendo Japan thing. Neat.
let's see if I
You
can
know,
find it now.
Yeah. Right.
can't imagine what the shipping on something like that would be. Had Griffin bought some.
Yeah.
So there's the monkey magic. That's a pretty. I mean, that's a different looking cabinet for them too.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were they going to do? Were they willing to ship it internationally? The seller of that one, were they willing to ship?
I don't know. I didn't
I
read.
couldn't read Japanese.
Well, being that Griffin was being that Joel was bidding, I
Yeah.
assume.
Hope so. Yeah.
It's gonna fly in there.
I thought I read somebody say that it would only be about $200 or $300 to ship it, but the issue there is you have to wait for it to go in a container with a bunch of other stuff coming out,
Yeah.
and then it's slow boat, of course. So you might have to wait 3 months to get it or something.
It's actually amazing how, because I've got 3 pins coming over from Italy right now, and the Seattle guys all basically bought enough to fill up one shipping container, and the shipping ends up being like $200 a game. It's really cheap.
Yeah.
My only issue with something like that, even as clean as it looks, is that when you do have a problem with it, there's good luck finding any documentation.
Right. Yeah.
Especially that goes with anything that's rare. I mean, really,
Mhm.
finding like even a manual.
Did you? I don't know if Andrew, if you saw this post that Alex put up.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sam and I were. Sam actually came out to the get together this weekend, so we were chatting about that. Yeah, we did a little get together and one up.
Yeah. How'd that go?
It was great, dude. They have redone that whole place. Now, this isn't the one downtown. This is the one up, up
The
uptown, I
Colfax or
guess.
whatever?
Yeah, the Colfax location.
Okay.
And it's way more games. The layout is so much better. I mean, it's way better than the one downtown that I usually go to. Which kind of bums me out because I can't easily walk to this one.
Yeah, right. So the downtown one's more kind of touristy, so they have more bar area on that
It's
one?
more of a bar, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas this one is, it's got rows and stuff like that. It's, it's a bit more like Grinkers, frankly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, great time. So John's done an awesome job of that.
Sweet.
So yeah, so Sam showed me the pictures and stuff like that about the Zelda cab he's working on. Apparently he's just got like a TV and an NES in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's the sheriff.
Yeah, that picture that when I remember Andrew, I sent you the Zelda. I asked if that was Sam's. That was
yeah.
That was like blowing up on Facebook. And people were like, I don't know if I want to play Zelda sitting there for
Brad, you got to
8 hours playing that.
Yeah, because it can't be on a couch.
Yeah. But
That
people did like it though.
That's the same story with the verses and the play choice games, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
NES or SNES on those things.
Castlevania.
Can you imagine if they crate up one of those sheriffs and then like they're like, I thought we just opened up the crate. There's another one.
Yeah.
Crowbar.
Yeah. Start
Yeah.
flying at the side.
Start taking apart the cabinet. Oh shit. Yeah.
Sheriff looks pretty good though. Condition.
Mm-hmm.
It almost looks like a Space Invaders cabinet or something. Just the shape of it.
Mm-hmm.
Real pretty. Okay, when is everybody getting in on Thursday? Let's cut to the chase here.
Oh yeah, and how many people can fit in your suite?
It sounds like even bigger than the thing I had yesterday. I mean, yesterday. Sorry, time travel.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you had a suite last time?
I don't know exactly what they called it, but this one apparently has an adjoining 2 bathrooms and an adjoining room and a balcony. And I'm like, I don't know.
Wow, we should just send people there if the restroom's full at Grinkers.
I'm sure
They're
that
dropping like $300 a night for that place, or what?
Yeah, really. I just swing that.
I don't know. I have to go look. I had some points, and so I did that. I did whatever I had to do.
Okay. Right.
I did whatever I had to.
As long as my wife can sit down and use her phone and drink a beer somewhere, but I think she's
a
gonna
happy
be.
camper.
Yeah.
With her, I heard you have a fan that likes her deadpan.
I know, right? That's finally she has one fan.
She has a, Was that on the Grinkfest thread? I don't remember where that was.
I think that was on.
Oh yeah, right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack. Well, that's the guy that gave Jimbo had the eyes there, right? Jack Flick.
Yes,
That's
yes.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah. He says, "Cool. Look forward to meeting the Time Runners. I've seen a few of your videos, and your wife's deadpan is hysterically awesome."
10 years of that deadpan. It's awesome. At least now I have like celebrities that are like her that I can like, oh, so she's like Aubrey Plaza from Parks and Rec. And so people are like, oh yeah, okay, I get it. But I don't know like if they ever met, like what would happen. Like that'd be strange.
It'd be a stare off.
Stare off, yeah. Total silence.
Just silence. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm arriving at 1:30 and I'm getting a $12 a day rental car from Hertz. And so
Yeah, car rentals are cheap out there.
it's gonna be great.
So you could be driving everyone back and forth because everyone that's worried about some rain.
Right.
Oh God, it's all wet.
I'll just throw the keys. As long as you bring the car back.
Yeah, I'm
Where's
going
my
with Mike, Manoman, and Harry H. Cloth. And Mike got a rental car already, I guess. So we're covered there. I can't speak for him for giving other people rides, though. That's on him. So
Do you have plans for the Albertsons parking lot again, or was
never know? Never know what could happen, right? Spontaneous. Right?
I may have done.
What's that?
I may have also contributed, but I don't recall. knowing that you're-
Yeah, our flight arrives at I think 6:50 p.m. on Thursday, so
Huh.
it'll probably be 8 or 8:30 by the time we roll in to Grinkers.
Okay.
So be good timing. I think a lot of people are getting there around then. You'll be either well rested or good and lit by that time. Right?
I didn't even go that Thursday night when I first got there. I thought it had closed, and I didn't realize they were
really?
going to have it open that day.
Ah,
So that's good to know. Like, if somebody gets there Thursday, try to get in later, right? He keeps it open until 1 or 2 that night.
yeah. He said every night
Yeah.
it'll keep open till 2.
That's great.
Which means Andrew and company will leave it around 3:30, right?
Wow.
Yeah, that was about our average.
Oh man.
You'd end up being
I know.
outside and just chatting outside for 45 minutes or an hour.
I
After.
get a text from Andrew. Where the fuck are you? It's like 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, at the hotel. Where are you? At Grinkers. That's good times.
Good times.
Yeah, that's when the magic happens on the walk home. Is when it's late at night when Sam dives in the bushes or
I was there for that.
falls into a wood pile.
Oh, Sammy.
I don't recall any wood piles.
And is Sam still going? Is he up to 100% now?
Well, last I heard, that was as of Saturday or Sunday.
Sweet. I'll be there, I think, around 4 or 5. Depends how many stops I do on the drive down. So that's the time I usually get in, pull in there. And they usually take an hour or two and just relax in the room and then come back over. It's a lot of driving.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Holiday Road. Whoa.
It's hard because for like the week in advance, we don't listen to any of the podcasts we normally listen to, just so we have enough saved up that we can just listen to shit as we're going.
Yeah.
Because it just takes
Too
the time
bad. Too
away.
bad. Like the last 10 shows are like half an hour long. they're not very long.
Yeah, well, we
Most
listen to other podcasts as well. Jimmy Pardo. I don't know if anybody listens to Jimmy Pardo.
Arcade repair tips. Chassis.
They have new guys now.
Chassis.
I just added their podcast to my phone again for the first time in a while, and it's 2 new guys.
Oh,
Those
really?
guys don't do it anymore.
Huh.
Yeah, they're only doing videos now on YouTube.
I'll miss those guys.
Yeah, it's actually the guy that does Arcade Body Shop. He's one of the 2 new guys now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
It's funny because I know that they've been doing videos not very often, but for on YouTube for a while. And I just caught their last uploaded one. I can't remember what it was on. It was like installing a 412 in one or something like that. And then after all this time, you'd think that they would invest in a microphone, and they still haven't done that.
I know.
So
I started.
They're
watching,
using the camera mic, so it still sounds like all echoey and from a I'm like, come on.
Well, that's what they did, right? They sell DVDs of all their videos and stuff. That's why they hadn't done any videos, because they've been so busy, and they decided to stop doing the podcast so they could go back to videos again. But yeah, I was like, oh, there's a new video, so I started watching. I'm like, I can't even hear this guy, and stopped it. It was terrible. I'd rather see him walk around with a headset, a wireless headset like this.
All right, yeah,
and
just so you could
something.
at least hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't do the audio. They don't do the audio podcast anymore.
Yeah. Hey, Jimbo, just out of curiosity, where does your mic go up to? Because it's I never see. It kind of goes up.
Ceiling.
Oh, okay.
Mounted right onto the desk.
Just barely out of shot.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That's what I have my camera hooked up to. Same thing.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Very similar,
yeah. All my secrets are revealed now.
Yeah, the mystery is gone now. I'm like, fuck it.
Damn it.
I gotta go.
Yeah. See you guys.
I was wondering if you just had some guy there holding onto it for every.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's held by some fishing line.
The ones that have those big fluffy covers on them, hits you in the forehead every now and then.
Yeah. It's whoa. Oh, yeah, I got to work a half day on Thursday, but I'm going to be completely useless at work.
Right. And when do you arrive around?
8:30, I think.
Okay.
So
you get there probably by 10, somewhere around there, 9:30 or 10.
Oh, before that, yeah.
Well, because it's what, half-hour drive to the hotel, or you already you don't even need to go to the hotel first.
Well, Carrie's going to pick me up because she's renting a car.
Okay.
So and it's the kind of same deal. I think it's really cheap. It's a few bucks a day or something. $12 bucks, I think you said, Mark. Yeah. I don't think it's that. I think it's about right in line with that. So it's kind of a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would imagine I'd be there or at Grinkers no later than 9:30 tops. No, because I just plan on going straight there, dropping my shit off, and then going straight there.
Yeah, we should probably roll in 8:30, Andrew.
Should be about that, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of about.
Are you guys all leaving at the same time, or do you have to stroll to pick somebody up and then go again? Or
Well, so Crafty's riding a train.
to Andrew's house area. I'm riding downtown because my wife's out of town, so I can't really take my car.
Oh,
Right.
So Andrew, wait, you don't need a ride, right? Let me not get this wrong this time.
Oh,
You're good.
I'm all
Yeah.
set. Thanks, buddy.
Thank God.
Oh yeah,
No.
driving in by car.
Yeah. So then Mike Lethargy, the Street Fighter guy, is gonna pick me up here. Then we'll go pick up Crafty downtown, and then we drive about an hour north to Loveland, and then we get all the northern Colorado guys.
Nice.
Oh.
Yep.
Once we hit there, then it's nothing but Wyoming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing by Wyoming and
Now the farts really are the trip back. It's not so much the trip out. It's the beer farts from the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ooh, yeah, that's bad. That's gotta be terrible.
Plus, at that point, we've all been like hanging out together long enough that we're comfortable with one another. And then when people
All
stop
right.
being nice and start being real.
let's take a look at this little trip you're doing here.
Okay.
So here we go. We're in Denver here.
Yeah, so Crafty's down there, kind of.
Brad,
And
say
down
so.
where it says Parker, you got to go
That's where the bags of marijuana are.
south and
going
Here.
right
there
there.
you go.
Yeah, right there.
There you go.
Rusty Aubrey, get in the car.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty much like right where 25 and 70 meet.
25 and 7
Yeah, so right where
there.
it says. Yeah.
Downtown is right there.
Are you guys heading up to 25? I take it. That's what you're
Yep,
doing.
25 up to 80, pretty much.
Fort Collins. There is a. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had it before, but there's a Raisin Cane's
Oh yes,
chicken strip place. That's the only one outside of like Vegas and stuff that's in that area of the U.S. is Fort Collins. There's one.
Something.
Chicken.
Yes,
White stuff.
best chicken strips ever.
Right stuff.
So then do you?
Yeah, there's a little shortcut you can take
You
over
do
to
287?
Laramie. Yep.
Gotcha.
And then it's pretty much all 80.
Hey. Desolation.
And then eventually you get to Salt Lake. And then we go kind of around Salt Lake there and then north
Do you guys
on
take shifts?
on 15.
Driving? Is that right? You guys take shifts? Who's driving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with the six of us, it's like a 2-hour shift each.
Okay.
I mean,
It's
I've
not
pretty
bad
much
at all.
I've done that drive before
Hmm.
on one of my trips. Pretty much. Where is Eagle? Where is Boise here? I'm
Back it up.
gonna back it up
Yes.
here.
I'd say actually I think we stay on 80 pretty much the whole time. Isn't it 80 or is that 90?
This is 90 here.
Then there's 15.
But Boise's down here, is it not? There it is. Okay, so you got to go
Yeah, there you go. So
80.
around
80 to 84, then 84 all the way up.
yeah, okay.
So yeah, because it's in the lower left-hand corner of Idaho.
That's it.
And I basically do. Yours seems like it's a lot longer than mine for some reason. How long
How
is it?
many
there?
hours? 12 hours.
Yeah.
It's much longer.
that's actual in-car time is 12 hours. Then you got to stop for gas and food and shit.
Yeah, I think mine's 10 hours, maybe. It might be 12 hours. Can't remember. I'm way up here. I got to deal with the border and all that shit, but at that time in the morning, it shouldn't be bad. And
My
basically-
stupid flight actually stops in Seattle. Like, what the fuck? Drives
You
Oh my
overshoot it.
gosh.
Yeah.
Well, because Seattle's a much bigger airport.
Yeah.
Then Boise.
Fucking. God, I wish I had a direct flight.
I have to drive down to basically to Seattle, and I hang east and basically just all the way down this way.
It's like,
Anybody else driving
Can you just give me
besides
like a
Felix?
parachute and I'll just drop me off over Idaho. Banzai! Yeah.
Yeah, I think all the California guys are flying this year.
Flying
I
this
think.
year,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, this will be my first year flying. I drove the last 3 years, so looking forward to it. Just-
Wow, wee! Oh my god!
hop on a plane, an hour and 20 minutes later, I'm there. Direct flight.
Nice.
We're there, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think I get there right about the same time Joe gets there too. And isn't a couple other people going with Joe's same flight? I can't remember now.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Or it's no, Mock, he was saying there's like 3 of them on the same flight from LA or something. But he's not going till Friday, is that right?
Huh.
I don't remember now.
Pretty
I
sure
know
Monk's going
a
on
bunch-
Thursday.
Yeah, he'll be there Thursday.
I think so.
I know a bunch of us have to stop at San Francisco to go back. Like that's where my layover is.
Oh, weird. Yeah, I suppose it's either Seattle or San Francisco, right? Pretty much your options.
Yeah, so mine's 10 hours the drive. So Denver. I'm just looking at Google. Doesn't necessarily mean that's what it is.
I think that's what I based it on too. Yeah.
Driving. Yeah, yours is 12, just over 12 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're a little bit longer than me. It looked a lot longer when I was.
It's because Wyoming.
Yeah, if you avoid Wyoming, how many hours is it?
Yeah.
That's probably half of, or close to half of it.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
And it feels
Salt Lake's
so
actually
much
kind of a
longer.
cool town if you ever stopped there.
Mhm.
You wouldn't think it would be because it's a hugely religious town, but Salt Lake's actually pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, actually, that reminds me of the hat that I got at the beer fest. There.
Yeah, they share it. What am I doing here? So I got to remember how to use this damn program all of a sudden. There you go. Nice.
Anyway, yeah, thought that was awesome, but I needed a new hat. Yay, beer fest!
So a little rough the day after that. And
Oh,
then
dude. Yeah,
then you went to One Up.
and I did not have a single drink there.
Right?
It was not in a good place. So my worry was the shampoo effect, right? You know, that whole thing where it's like you drink the night before, and then you have like one drink the next day, and you're like plastered.
I like that picture you posted of the trash can with all the barf on it.
Dude, that was so funny. We're standing around there like sipping on beers, and I do like chat and stuff like that. We turn around and look, and there's just like this fucking barf plastered trash can. And it wasn't even 9 o'clock at that. I think it was like 8:45. It's like, oh my god.
Early.
Well, yeah. I mean, they probably start at what, noon or 1 or something.
Well, they had different sessions. So
Okay.
I don't remember what the morning session hours. The session we went to, the one that we usually go to, is like 5:30 to 10. Craft went with us last year.
What's that?
You went with us last year.
Where'd I go?
Beer Fest.
Oh yeah, no, that was awesome. It was hard though. Like the next day, it was tough.
You know, actually, that's a kind of a good, you know, so like Grinkers, we talk about Grinkers being a marathon, right? You want to take it easy and just keep that pace going. Beer Fest is a fucking sprint.
Yeah, yeah, because you got like really 3 hours or 2.5 maybe, and you know you're not going to taste anything after the first hour and a half, so you kind of got to get the good beers in first. But the lines are crazy, and it's packed.
It's the venue is so much bigger. It's the same place.
Yeah.
They opened it way up.
Oh, good.
Do they like punch a card or what? Or is everything just open? Whatever.
It's
you
open.
want?
Yeah.
So you just
walk
pay a
up.
flat fee to get in.
Yep. That's it.
But we had like there were crisscrossing lines. Like you would meet at an intersection of like 3 lines. We're like, well, what line is that? Oh, it's for that one over there, or it's for this one over here.
Oh.
It was so busy.
That's the way it was in years past, but this year was much better. Oh yeah, there's the trash.
Yuck.
Oh yeah.
The trash tent.
Orange.
Yeah, that was fun last year. I didn't. Was it so close to Grinkers last year? Is there that-
I think it was 2 weeks away from Grinkers. No, maybe it was the weekend before.
That's right. I remember seeing you guys, or I think Crafty was wearing one of those pretzel necklaces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Gak, what you should do is, you know, for this show, you should see if you can get these guys as a sponsor, maybe.
I know, right?
Oh, nice.
No, I gotta buy a couple more.
Tonight's Arcade Hangout brought to you by
Yeah.
Never Hungover.
Shoot
Well,
it or
I
mix
there's,
it.
I
there's
actually
a
tried
couple
to
of
find that at
GNCs
Walmart
in
last
Boise.
night, but They don't carry that at Walmart, do they?
No, Ralph's is where I found it. Also, besides
Okay.
GNC, yeah, and there's a couple of GNCs.
They don't have Ralph's here.
GNC, you have to be their membership to get the discounted price.
Ralph's
Otherwise,
is just
$50.
Safeway.
How
Otherwise,
much?
it's what?
Okay.
It's
Safeway.
only a few bucks less. It's $30 for six of them, or if you're a member, it's like $3 less because a member is only like 10% less.
Oh, well, not on mine. Wow, it said $51 or something, and then
Go
next
on
to
their
it,
website,
membership price $30.99.
Yeah, on their website it says $29.99 for 6, and members $26.99. And I'm a member, so it doesn't. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not much of a.
If you were to order it off of Amazon and just get it shipped right to Grinkers, it'd probably be cheapest, and it'll be there by the time you guys get there.
True.
Just warn Steve that it's coming.
Either that or to the hotel. Even.
I doubt Steve will probably have a problem. Well, yeah, or the hotel. Just have it.
The hotel should be fine. Yeah.
For you,
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be sweet as a sponsor. Everything is another thing like half price or something. Yeah. However they want to do it.
So, Mark, when are you getting there, roughly?
Paul, Keith, and I, and Joe, our flight lands at 6:45.
Okay. So same time. I get there at 6:50. So
Yeah, so about around the same time. But I think Joe is like meeting up with John and Fetish boy. So
yeah.
but we're just gonna take the shuttle from the hotel, So
And it's Amazon Prime.
Ooh.
Can you guys see this being shared?
Yeah.
Because it's not showing up on my screen for some reason.
I see it.
Yeah.
You have to share it. You have to share it. Then you have to present.
So I know. It's showing up now. It's just a little delayed.
$23.99.
And it's free shipping with Prime.
Oh, it's a lot cheaper.
Get it by Thursday.
What's the blue one? What's the
You
difference?
hear what I'm saying, right? You just ship it right to Grinkers, your hotel
what's
room.
the-
You guys be set.
What's the boost? Does that include like caffeine or something?
Yeah.
It's got
And
some bad.
Hangover. The red one's prevention, and the second one's hangover recovery.
Oh, or
Or
prevention.
prevention. Yeah.
I have
Prevention.
this thing I drink called water. And
I know, right?
This is the thing that Gleek was showing. Drink well.
Oh yeah, I haven't tried that one.
This is Amazon's choice right here, the
What's
red
the
one.
active ingredient in that? Like
Water.
Crack.
B vitamins.
Yeah. Speed.
just, yeah.
You guys should just
Just-
split a 24 pack. Go for it. It's $100.
$100.
I'm shipping.
I'm getting.
That shit face.
It's a lot easier to drink when it's been refrigerated too. I
It
noticed.
actually tells you how it works.
Vitamin B.
Yeah, it's mostly B
potassium,
vitamins.
all-
Yeah.
Read the people's reviews on it.
B vitamins and potassium.
Liquefying your insides.
Take the pledge to never be too hungover again.
If you're like super drunk though, you got to drink like 2 of them.
You can't be hungover if you're dead.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Interested in bigger discounts? Sign up for their email newsletter. The weekly promotions.
I'll sign you up right now. No.
So, Mark, the night you had it, did you have 1 or 2?
Just one, but it's you still feel the slight hangover, but nothing like what it would be. Like like that Saturday we woke up, or that Friday we woke up from drinking all night on Thursday at Grinkers, and we were all like trashed. Yeah, it's not
It's
like
getting-
that.
it's getting pretty good
not
reviews.
as bad. Yeah, it's got good reviews, and I think it works pretty good. It takes a big edge off of it, of being with the headache and feeling icky. You know how you feel like achy when you drink a lot?
Yeah.
This
Yeah, it
guy's
gets rid of that too.
This guy's an idiot. It says product does not work. It's overpriced. Don't bother. Just don't drink too much. He's obviously never been to Grinkers before.
And never
Right.
doesn't drink. Yeah.
It's not a
Or
reformed
you get these
Mormon.
morons that's like, this does not work. I did shots and shots and shots, and I drank one of these, and I still felt terrible.
Yeah,
it's like-
after I drink a whole bottle of tequila.
Yeah.
that's like anything with reviews. You always have to like click on read more if they have like a big description. Doesn't matter what it is, and you're like, oh yeah, you're a moron.
Yeah. No,
This
read
was
the
a
reviews
terrible
on there, though.
tequila
It's-
chaser.
They're pretty spot on though. I mean, I think it works pretty
There's
good.
a couple people that gave 1 stars just because it tastes so bad.
Well, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't taste that bad. I've had way worse like like energy drinks. It's like kind of like that.
Or how about eating your own puke when you're puking it up the next morning?
Yeah,
It's like wheatgrass with an energy drink. Is kind of what it tastes like, I think. But smells horrible though. Don't smell it. Whatever you do, don't smell it.
Interesting.
Or go to the Grinkers bathroom and then smell it.
Drink it while you're in the Grinkers bathroom.
You don't think it's going to smell bad still, do you? Come on. It's like been a year.
It'll mask it.
Drink it while you're taking a piss.
Did you see Steve's commercial where it's like highlighting the bathroom?
Yeah.
It's all like
So
glowy.
weird. Like a Tuscan getaway or something like that.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this? Is this an arcade or a toilet?
Piss as if you are in Italy. Come on.
I guess that's the palace part of it. Instead of the throne.
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Okay. That was the movie 10, starring Dudley Moore and Bo Derek.
Nice.
No?
Canadian
No,
arcade
that would be
says
Varsity Blues.
Time Runner wears his sunglasses at night.
That's right.
He's Corey Hart.
Because he can. Yeah.
And what's
You guys
funny,
get-
these.
You guys had Corey Hart down there, right?
Yes, we've heard of him. He's not one of those Canadians that they only have in Canada. That's only popular in Canada. We've totally heard of him. He broke through.
Right. Most of them do break through. It's just the few
Do they?
that don't like. Oh yeah, bare naked ladies.
Oh, absolutely. I love those guys.
Justin
Sarah
Bieber.
McLaughlin, Drake.
Those are the big ones.
The Beebs.
No, but when I went to Canada, I'm like, there's all these people like, so-and-so is playing tonight. And then I'm like, who the hell's that? He's really big in Canada. I'm like, I have no idea who it is. And
Brian Adams.
Ryan, now he broke through too.
I know. Yeah, Brian Adams was a big deal down here for a
Oh,
while.
or did you say Ryan or Brian?
I was thinking Brian.
Right.
I don't know, the older guy. The first one.
Shania Twain.
It's definitely Brian.
I think it's Tragically Hip is who.
William
no one's heard of
Shatner.
here.
Yeah, that's the one that they didn't want to be known in the States. They just wanted to be
Underground Man.
Oh yeah, that's selling out. If you
Yeah.
Well, all their songs are about Canadian history, so I guess they didn't feel like the Americans would care too much.
like, give me an example.
Ian, it's not the drummer, by the way; it's the lead singer. That's the Pinhead.
Canadian history. Those are the
Ian
best
just
songs.
said the drummer for the Bare Naked Ladies is a Pinhead, but it's actually the singer. He was actually at my friend's
The new
bar up here who has a bunch of pinball machines.
the new
3
guy
months
or
ago.
the old guy that left Bare Naked Ladies.
All the ones that are in the band are still the same ones that are in the band. Just one guy left
Right.
because he was snorting cocaine.
Nice.
Yeah.
wonder.
He got caught.
Uh-huh.
Got caught by the police doing cocaine with Hooker.
What's wrong with that? Isn't that cocaine? Wait, isn't that what that Access Hollywood guy did? Yeah.
With the one with your presidential
Hookers and
candidate?
blow. No, not Billy Bush.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Grab him by the pussy, man.
Man,
I want a yard sign that says that. I really do.
I saw you posted. Didn't you post a hat on our group with that or something?
Yeah, I want that hat. I want that hat.
That's a great saying.
I think it pretty much sums it up.
yep. He's not going to win. So
No, he is not. Fuck face.
It bugs me that there's people that I know on Clav that are like, or not Clav, on Facebook that are like so pro Trump, and they put all this stuff like, oh yeah, well Hillary did this. It's like,
We don't even.
I'm sorry, but
Ugh.
anyone that supports him, I have to rethink my relationship with that person.
yeah, seriously.
Like I don't think we can be
Friend.
friends.
yeah.
This past week, even though we both live in Canada, my cousin was posting likes about Trump things on Facebook, And I just said, "What the fuck are you doing?" And after a while, I was like, "Okay, fucking unfriend, fucking block them."
It's actually, it's actually gone. It's gone beyond that for me now, to the point where I'm having the same reaction to people that because they don't like either candidate, they're just not going to vote. I'm like, you're a real fucktard.
Yeah.
Like you're such an idiot. Like
the other person's vote counts double when you do that.
And then their reason is, well, he's not going to get elected anyway, so there's nothing to worry about. I'm like, you're a real fuckhead. Like, what am I supposed to do? Choose the lesser of two evils? Well, yeah.
That's exactly what you do.
Exactly.
You can only vote for people who are. If you don't like it, fucking go into politics yourself. Then
My dad always used to tell me that. You always vote for the lesser of the two evils. The one that lies the least. All politics.
In this case, the one that actually sounds like they could be a leader,
and has experience and has been in the White House for many different positions.
They've actually shown that she actually is probably the most qualified, like experience-wise, person that's ever could be president. Whether you like her or not,
we're not
she's
here
done
to
a lot.
talk politics.
No, we're getting into the politics range.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, if we're gonna do this, I need more beer.
Yeah.
Politics hangout.
A lot more.
Politics hanging.
Yeah, we've done pretty good avoiding talking about politics on this show. So
Well, it's just getting close. It's getting close to the end. I guess that's why.
Yeah. Well,
plus
this
that
is
debate was fun to watch.
the first Grinkers where there's actually an election. For me, or I don't know if the very first Grinkers would have been an election year.
No, I think
No, that was
the
2013.
first year in. Yeah.
Okay. So this might be the first one. So I don't know. The alcohol starts flying. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe some fist fight.
Fighting's breaking out. One person admits they like Trump is just going to get jumped by a bunch of people. Parking lot.
Break his fingers so he can't vote.
Whoever Fritz says he's voting for, I'll just stay close to him. He's a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
It's a big dude.
He is a big dude. He's the first guy I've ever met who had a big personality online, and then you meet him in person, you're like, oh yeah, you are a really big guy.
He's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
That one picture from last year that someone made, they put on a sticker or whatever with his mouth open.
Didn't you do that?
That was Gak.
The frizzy stick.
Now we have to pull it up. Okay, where's it at?
It was 2 years ago when he missed the picture, and then someone put his picture on everyone's face.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Who did that?
I don't remember.
Somebody, and he's like, "This took me way too long to do this." Posting the faces. The one I wanted to do, I don't have enough Photoshop skills, but I was going to try to hack one together. Listen to their podcast. They're talking about the arcade outsiders guys. With Joe eating a hot dog.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so funny. His mouth open.
So my thought would be hilarious to do is like, is the other three guys turn their heads into hot dogs, and then put his hot dog with their 3 heads on it. Like what?
Thank you. You just designed the trifecta T-shirt.
There you go.
Perfect.
But it's funny too. I saw that picture. It took me a minute to figure out who it was. I was looking at it, I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" So he's not wearing his hat, and
Yeah.
obviously his face is all distorted from taking a big mouthful. And then I see his Twitter response to John when he posts the video. He's just like, "Dick." It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
That was good time.
Well,
So we do this
see you
every
guys
week.
yeah.
We done? Is that it?
It took me a second to find
Record
it.
record
Oh,
time.
Yeah,
Oh, there.
present it.
It's the veins popping out on his neck. I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's got nice sideburns.
Looks like he's probably had a few drinks too, or hungover, one of the two.
Not really sure what
He could be
Greg's
a
looking
pro
at.
wrestler. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Greg's looking at Sean's nipples.
He's closing his eyes.
I like John's face. He always looks at food.
This is he's like studying it. He's like, I don't know what I think of this.
He probably wishes it had a bun.
Greg's just happy to be there. He's like, yeah, this is great.
Greg is the hardest one to keep in the same frame as everybody else because he's like 7.5 feet tall. Not that there's other people who are also tall, but
Yeah, Joe's pretty tall.
Joe is, yes. But he's also filming at the same time, so you still kind of want to honor
I don't know
the
how the
arcade.
hell he can walk around with that little camera that has no viewfinder and just assume that it's getting everything that he wants.
What, this one?
Yeah,
Yes.
that one.
It's actually it's like a GoPro. It has super wide angle lens on
Okay.
it.
That's
Uh,
So you can shoot it.
But
and
still,
it gets
like,
almost
are
everything.
you cutting people's head off, or are you giving them all this headroom? Like how? Like that'd bother the hell out of me not being able to.
It
have a
shoots almost
viewfinder.
everything you're looking at. That's what's crazy about it. It has a really wide. It's like
So you should
150
just strap it to a
degrees.
helmet, like a helmet cam.
It's
like
like
a GoPro.
150 degrees or something like that. It's really crazy how much it shoots.
So there's no such thing as a close up with that.
Carrie
camera.
says she's about to join. It looks like.
Not unless you do it in post.
Yeah, right. It's only a few pixels. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you shoot in 4K, then that works out.
Do those little things shoot in 4K?
Some of them.
I doubt it. That camera that Greg
You're
has, I doubt it. That
These
Brad
ones
has.
are a little bit older. These ones do 1080, but the new version of it does do.
Does do 4K? Yeah, then
Yep.
then you can master it on 1080 and it'd be okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you're only able to zoom in 2x. So
Or it
Right.
does, or maybe it does do it, and it only does 30 frames instead of 60 frames, something like that. It's either that or my GoPro does that. I can't remember.
well, John was talking in his last video about how he deletes his old videos after he's done editing them.
I
and
know.
uploads them.
I know.
And I'm like, you idiot! Don't
Hard
do
drive
that. And
space
he's like,
is like the cheapest space you can get.
hard drives are so cheap. Plus, well, the reason why he's complaining about it, like he shoots everything at 60 frames a second. That doubles your.
That's
your
not
storage.
necessary for what he's doing. I don't know why he has to do
No.
that.
I
30
don't-
frames is
I actually don't
fine.
like. I'm like the only thing I do that I like at 60 frames seconds if you're doing a gameplay.
Yeah.
Or if you're
Because
gonna,
then you
or
do
if you're gonna go
scans.
show slow mo stuff because it looks a little better.
Right.
Well, do you
But
think like
otherwise-
with the games playing in the background with the shots that makes a difference?
Yeah, they look better that way. at
Would they
60.
be
Yeah.
would the screens be like scrolling or anything like that? I don't know.
Not so much.
You would
Not
get
that
you would
much,
get
yeah.
scan lines, yeah, but
Okay.
not with not as much with 60 frames. But yeah, I mean most of the stuff you don't need that for. And honestly, like I'm not a fan because it looks all video-y, you know.
It doubles the file size.
Yeah. I like the more cinematic look.
So you're shooting at 23,999. Is that what you're doing?
24.
I shoot at 24, yeah. I mean, like my camera shoots at a straight 24 frames a second, but like most cameras that say they do 24p is like 23.976 frames,
Yeah.
which is basically the same. You know,
Right.
you just don't have any drop.
I
frames.
can tell that 2% difference.
Point, yeah.
Nice. Anybody get any games this week? Any pickups?
Okay, so let me tell you, I got this thing on Craigslist. This guy's like, I'm giving away a game, just come and get it. So I told him about it, and he sounded very skeptical, like, are you really gonna come? And I'm like, yes, I'm gonna come, and I'll bring my wife. And I tried to make her like talk on the phone and prove that there was another person there and I wasn't just some weirdo.
But she was
And
like totally
so-
deadpan and didn't say anything.
She said, yes, I am going. I'm like, come on, liven it up, honey, you know?
Your wife sounds a lot like Siri.
Yes, I'm going, whatever. And so we loaded up and then we went, it was like 15 miles away. And he had this, it was a Lethal Enforcers and a Die Hard, you know, that kind of plastic
Yeah.
cabinet.
Yeah.
But it wasn't working. But I was like, okay, fine, I'll take it. And then he's like, well, I have this other one here, and then that was actually a Lethal Enforcers itself, but he put a TV in it and a PlayStation and
Oh God.
PlayStation guns, and I'm like, guess I'll take it, you know, just to be nice. I mean, you're giving me one free thing, I might as well. He sounded like he wanted to get rid of it because he's trying to make room, and I'm like, okay, this is great. And then he's like, I have a few others in the back if you want to see. And so I went into the back.
Damn it,
And
you took the crap first.
back.
Huh?
Would you have a U-Haul or what?
No, I just had my Prius and the little 5x8 trailer that I always pull behind it.
Okay.
And so I go to the back, and there are 70 games.
What?
All stacked
What?
5 deep. Yeah.
So he's got just a
Wow.
couple more, huh? Yeah.
Gary.
Hey guys.
Yay! We're here to put you in a better mood, Carrie.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it was down to me just telling stories, so it was like terrible.
Wait, so what's the story then?
Yeah,
What's
we
the
want to hear
story?
the rest of it.
He wants to inventory them, and he was like telling me like, you know, $200 for a working machine, and then less for that. And I'm like, okay, this sounds good.
Oh,
Let's start. You know, I'll put together a credit card. Let's go. I don't know what I'm gonna do with 70 machines, but I'll see. Stole them? No. I mean, he had a ton of Miss Packs and packs and super packs and Galagas and conversions. It was really weird. They were almost all like, you know, 80 to 83 type games. Very few, like one Mortal Kombat 1. And, you know, I tried to take
Anything
pictures.
rare or odd?
What's that?
Anything rare or odd that stood out in that?
Just some of the conversions I didn't really recognize, but it's weird. He had put them further in the back where I couldn't get to them. And I, you know, I was like, hey, can I stand on top of these and take pictures of each row? And he's like, no.
That's when you need the selfie stick. Hold it up.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. So that was kind of fun. That's my first like potential warehouse raid. Hopefully,
Awesome.
see how that works.
And
How about you guys?
have you talked to any other locals about it out there? Do they know about
I got a buddy, Arcade Classics, who's come on here once. His name's Aaron. He and I actually have storage units in Conroe that are side by side.
Oh, wow.
So we're both hoarders, I guess. But he's actually getting stuff ready for the Houston Arcade Expo in November. He's going to have like 10 games there, which now I'm like, oh, okay, fine. I'll put 10 games in, but I don't know what I'm not going to do that. I may put 2 games in so we get 2 free tickets.
Are you
I'm driving a Prius.
maximum capacity then at your house?
Yeah.
Like, do you not have any more space at your house to put like games, so that you're just stocking up like
Well,
cookies
I mean,
and
well, the Conroe storage
Fudgy
facility is 10 by 40, I guess. So it's 400 square feet. Is that right? It seems like that.
Yep.
It's
Gotta be
huge.
We just
And,
don't want you to go full Dan on us. That's all you give us.
that's
Well, which
right,
Dan are we
yeah.
talking about?
As soon as you
You're
start
gonna start-
collecting cookies,
Yes.
we'll,
Fridge full of cookies.
yeah.
Fridge full of cookies, the scary house.
Yeah, no. My beer fridge, I like to stack my beer fridge up like
Put it
that.
this way, and also put it this way: how are your shit pipes?
Yeah.
They're all clogged up, but you know, if you
Speaking
just
of
push
that,
down
you
really
can-
hard.
Dinner's clogged.
Is Dad going to Grinkfest? Anybody know?
I don't know.
I don't know
I
if you
thought
can
at
get
first
out
he
of
was
it.
maybe going to go.
Let's add Dan to this after.
Oh
one of the
yeah,
stuff.
he was talking about that. I thought Steve was going to pay his way for something. Wasn't there like a deal going on there or
something
something?
like
Yeah, I don't know if that went through or not.
We were going to get him to bring a case of cookies up with him.
Okay.
Aged to perfection.
Right. Frozen.
Leak.
So, Gleek, why the fuck aren't you going?
Well, it wasn't the money; it was work and everything.
Okay, thanks for calling.
Let me guess. Let me guess. You have a beer party you have to attend.
Nope, no beer party.
I'm sorry. What was that? No.
Can't do it, man. It's just not
Actually,
easy.
no. You know, I just realized Seabart's not in here. I wonder if that's just because he knew we'd be talking about Grinkers the whole
Yeah,
time.
people don't want to join if they're not going to Grinkers, man. You guys are having like a Grinkers
What,
happy
Buffett's here?
happy circle.
Buffett's here.
Yeah.
Anyone's here.
That's true.
A circle drink.
Actually, the Brofest, since I'm on the East Coast, like Jim, even though he can do everything in the world, Brofest is easier because it's closer, and Grinkers is so far away.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm doing a search right now to see how far fucking Detroit is from.
Go ahead, it's far.
Man.
Start driving first thing in the morning.
Hey, if fucking Pac-Man can make it from
Yeah.
Pennsylvania,
On
where
a Greyhound.
He saves his pennies all year
You know,
round.
it's only going to cost you maybe 2 gleeks and gas. So.
Oh my God! To drive that would I would get the
It's
end of-
28 hours. That's nothing.
Yeah.
28.
20.
You don't need to stop to like go to the bathroom or
No, I gotta start now. Right?
eat or anything. Yeah.
Bye, guys. I'm going.
Better start now.
But you know what's funny? That would actually, I think, say if I'm wrong, I think it'd be cheaper to drive still than fly. So
Depends on if you got a good deal on flight, I guess, right?
Is that the issue? Is flying the issue or what? What's
No,
the deal?
it's work, man.
You can do that too.
Fuck that.
You can try that.
Calling
too.
sick.
What was that site you told me about that started with an F? That wasn't Price Guide. It was something Priceline. It was
Fuck you, Trump.
Galatio.com.
Oh man,
I didn't mean to bring it back.
No,
the
don't bring it back.
politics
Call
is
back.
Just coming back here.
We just got off that subject.
Oh wait, I got a question.
There's lots of F sites. I don't know.
Oh, there was a person on the call that was
Fudgecookies.com.
that was in between Jim and someone else that I didn't recognize. Was that Ian?
Ian was here, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
was. He didn't
And
talk.
he's not going to Grinkers either.
Yeah, that's why he jumped out.
There's another.
Now, Ian always leaves early because he's too busy packing up John's
Yeah.
arcade cap kits to people.
Right?
Yeah.
Man, at $8 a cap kit, man, he's got to be. Got to do a few hundred of those to make it worth it. Not imagine.
Right.
Are they still that price though, or has he?
No,
He must.
Well,
have,
some of them are. I
It's-
guess.
His
I don't
are
know.
a little bit more than.
Did you guys ever get a kit from them? I got.
I have.
I got one.
They're
I've
actually
done
pretty
one.
good. They're fucking labeled awesomely.
Mhm,
They're packed
they
in
are.
top quality, 110 degree whatever capacitors they
Well,
are.
you don't even need a cap map,
I know,
to find it
it's freaking
because
awesome.
of that. Yeah, great. Yeah.
So I bought them for Commodore monitors. I have,
Oh, really? Nice.
and each one of those little Commodore monitors, I think you see behind me here, about 70 capacitors each monitor. It's insane.
Well, yeah, and you buy a dozen of those, and you can't go to Grinkers.
Yeah, fuck face.
Yeah, wait. If I count how many beers you have on tapped right now,
Yeah, just stop
Yeah.
drinking for a week and you can go.
Urban barrel age, you know.
probably 2 or 3 days, and you could probably go.
Didn't you ask for the time off at work or what?
It came up the same time as our release schedule. Release. I don't know. Are you guys if you guys are into IT, DevOps and stuff like that, we have a monthly or quarterly release schedule, and our production falls at the same week as Drinkers. So
Yeah.
read.
Get off that
Brings a
waterfall.
tear to my eye.
Week.
It's not over yet. Yeah, I
That's
know.
right. You and
I'm missing
C-Bar
the
will
bus.
be with us in spirit.
So you're not going, and
Nope.
Greg from Arcade Impossible's not going.
He's not going to the
See, I
Portland
don't
show
get
this
why
year
Greg
either.
from Arcade Impossible never goes. Like, what's his deal? I don't get that.
Oh, it's probably release week.
Oh.
Man, you guys are brutal.
Is that anything like the Catalina wine mixer? Yeah. What movie is that?
Step Brothers.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer. I have a wine glass that actually says that.
Yeah.
C-Bar just got home from work right now, so he said he's going to bed.
Ah,
But he must have been
What?
listening.
Goes to bed at 10:30. The hell's the matter?
Poor C-Bar getting false numbers from girls he bought a shop.
11:30.
I know, guy. That's not cool.
It's 11:30 where he is.
Oh, he's got to work at.
Yes,
Okay,
same time here, 11:30.
he gets a pass, I guess.
What is wrong with this site?
Hey, Greg usually goes to the Portland arcade, the Retro Gaming Expo as well, which is the following weekend. But he's not going to that this year either. He said maybe next year. 'Cause I'm going to go to the Portland show the weekend after as well. But it's mostly console shit.
All right. Well, I think it's high time that Carrie tells us her gyrus woes.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not. I don't know. They're not very interesting, but I am puzzled. So I installed the high score save kit.
Way to
And
get that right.
I know, right?
The high save score kit.
Say that 15 times fast. The high score save kit, and it's not.
Not saving them?
Nope, not saving them. And when I first powered it up, it actually gave me like the grid pattern, and I shut the machine down and I turned it back on again, and then it played. And it's a little, the monitor's always been a little, it kind of wiggles a little bit, and that hasn't changed, but every once in a while I'm losing my red, so that's not good. But I'm assuming that's not really associated with anything I did. But no, it's just just weird. This next time I actually powered it down and powered it back up, it showed that grid briefly, and then it launched into the game. It does seem to be at least playing okay. At first I thought I'd totally screwed it up and I was just going to be stuck with the grid forever until I could, figure that out. But no, so it's not, and I don't know quite. The only thing that felt weird when I was installing it. So there's two things when you install the high score save kit in an empty socket. And that went fine. Obviously, you just put that puppy in, and at least I assume it went fine. I don't know; it's not working. And then the other one, you have to you desolder one of the chips, and you put in a socket and a new NVRAM. And when I was socketing one of the chips, there was like in one section, it seemed like it was taking a little too much solder, but then everything seemed to actually solder fine. I'm just wondering, I don't know, is it something with the NVRAM?
Did you? I'm just reading the site now, and apparently there's a capacitor.
Yeah, no, he stopped doing those. He said it wasn't necessary, and so he doesn't do those anymore, and he doesn't recommend that people do it.
And it was working perfectly fine before you did the.
Yeah, I mean, it was working. Yeah, I've never seen that test grid pattern before. It's never, this game's always just with the wiggle factor. I've always been like, okay, there's something not quite right about here.
Yeah.
But it's never shown me that grid pattern before. And I thought maybe that was just after it powered up, I thought, okay, maybe that's a function of taking it all apart, pulling everything, and reconnecting everything. But yeah, but it's definitely, at least I can play it.
I have to ask my buddy Chris, who fixed my gyrus for me. Because I can't fix anything myself.
Carrie, normally when you play gyrus, when you go out there, you only turn the game on once usually, right? So you don't shut it off and then turn it back on and shut. I was
thinking the same possibility.
So I'm wondering if that's just the boot up. If that's just it goes through that on the boot up, because you're
normally the monitor's
game
cold.
off. You're turning it on and it's already like warm, so the picture comes on quicker. And that's the last screen you see before the
possibly. I mean, it's weird that I've never seen it before. And when it first came on, it stayed on. It was just stuck on that, and I turned it off. And I actually might have done that, like cycled it twice, and then it was like, then finally it was like, and I was like, well, I'm just fucked. But then it actually started. Then it started playing. So yay! And then it's like next time it booted up, it was actually launching in. So it was definitely stuck on there. And I was trying to figure out if there was some service button. It's not like the Ataris I'm used to working with. But yeah, so now it's playing. Like I said, occasionally I lose my color, but whatever. That's probably a function of that funky monitor, which I need to actually have a cap kit for. Yeah,
you're going to cap it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to swap it, and then maybe cap the one that I'll swap in. But yeah, because this one just has horrible burn on it. But yeah, so, and I don't know why it wouldn't be saving the scores. And I mean,
NVRAM, is that in the new socket, or is that in?
No, the NVRAM replaces a chip that I had to remove, install a socket, and then put the NVRAM in. So you replace the volatile memory with the non-volatile memory.
It could be bad NVRAM chip too. I mean, that's be simple, easy one.
Because they only have a shelf life, also, right? I mean, I don't. I'm not.
Well, I mean, this. Yeah, I mean, so he. I've
heard they only last for so many years.
So he might have sent me. I mean, all this is new stuff. So it's what I got with the kit.
Yeah, but you get bad RAM.
Yeah.
You buy brand new RAM for your computer. It could be bad.
And then the other chip is a ROM. I take it.
Yeah, it's
And not to play devil's advocate too much, but I assume that's oriented, right?
Yeah, I mean, that one I feel good about that one. The one that I feel weird about is the one where when I was installing that socket, it just seemed like there's like a spot where I was like, ooh, is this too much? I'm not seeing the solder as much as I should. So I'm just wondering if it leaked underneath and
maybe it's not making a solid connection
that's get the meter out and test it.
Continuity test.
But if what happened was I didn't have the socket pushed in far enough and I have solder underneath, what's the solution? How do you desolder a socket without fucking up your board?
Just gotta remove the solder from all the holes.
Yeah, it's no different than the capacitor.
I would check continuity of those before you start pulling it out.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That was our first recommendation. Yeah.
Okay.
Way to going in. No, I'm just kidding.
I know you said that he doesn't do the capacitor anymore, but he says that's the reason why he had it before was if the power supply cuts out too fast before the NV RAM has a chance to save it. So he's putting a bigger capacity capacitor in there so it stays on longer after shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So maybe if your capacitor that's in there is actually lower than what spec is, it could not be doing it too.
Or it's just old.
Because that's what he says.
Yeah.
That's why he put it in there. It says.
Yeah, and there was no. There's no capacitor now at all. So he had
no capacitor at all.
No, that's what he says in here. That essentially he was adding. So it's not a replacement of a capacitor at all. It's that there is no capacitor, and he said that he added it, and then later on he says I've stopped doing that because it just caused more problems and it didn't seem to didn't make a difference. There you go.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, he does add that.
Yeah.
After
It rarely seems to help, so I do not suggest this, and I no longer include a cap with my kits.
It says problems with the auto store are typically rectified by changing the switching power supply. Older switch styles work best.
Cap there. There's a ceramic cap that you replace with an electrolytic.
Yeah, I'll email him and see if he has any suggestion. But I'll check the. If the NV RAM was screwed up, if I screwed it up, because I always figure I screwed up my work, as opposed to the. That it's a bad chip, which it could be. It could be one of the things is bad. Maybe
those NV RAMs sometimes are not always good either. I had to go.
I like how you get the same.
Are you going to Grinkers or what? Click? What the fuck?
You're no good right now. We just said all this shit.
Wait, you guys want to hear something funny about Grinkers?
No,
you're not going.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
I just
you're about 3 bad comments away from being perma-banned.
Hold on. I checked the flights. When the last time I was in here last week, it's actually cheaper if I go now. It's $361.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
but here's the problem, though.
There is no but.
There's no problem.
No, there's a big but.
Well, let's talk about your big butt.
It's just a weekend. You're not going to work on the weekend. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. So I would have to leave Friday evening, and then
come on, Simone. Let's talk about your big butt.
Why don't you grow an ass?
Oh yeah, I didn't have to play it.
And then leave Sunday morning.
Wow, was that an actual real one?
That was actually
that was live, buddy.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to pull that one. So I have 2 versions now.
Yeah. Are you each other?
How many buckets for one Gleek poop was it? I forgot. Freaking
Time Runner must be having problems staying logged in or something.
He keeps dropping and coming back.
Or something.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
just
Look at the chat log. It's like
Left join.
one more, Mark. You're getting banned. No, I'm just kidding. We can't have these shenanigans.
He says his Wi-Fi can't handle it, but apparently the airplane one could.
Yeah,
That's like the shittiest Wi-Fi on the planet.
Yeah.
Well, I know everyone's taking it easy, but I'm gonna have another beer.
I think I should too. I'll be back.
All right, I'll crack my first.
How about number 3 myself?
Nice. There we go.
I'll catch up on Thursday.
Yeah.
So, Carrie, when are you arriving, roughly?
Let's see, my flight arrives around 5 on Thursday.
Okay.
Are you on a flight with anybody else that you know of?
Nope.
No.
Picking up Jim.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. My plan
that's
is.
the only excitement.
So Carrie will be there before all of us.
Yeah, I'm gonna check into the hotel. I'm gonna run over to the local GNC and pick up some of the never hungover anymore.
We were just talking about that.
I know. I listened to you guys while I was eating my dinner. When I wasn't in the garage going, oh, let me try this one more time. No, it's still not fucking working. But at least I can play the game. So I'm feeling better than when I couldn't play the game. And I was like, what did I do? But still, it's just frustrating.
At least you postponed coming on because it was arcade related.
Yeah, it's
not because it's like fucking girlfriend related or fucking wife related or whatever. Why don't you grow an ass?
Yeah.
Buffett.
That's all I do.
All right.
Why can't you grow an ass? Yeah, Dad burn you.
Yeah.
Dad burn you.
I like that he's just embraced it. Yeah. That's great. You can't beat him, join him. Yeah.
He's been reduced to a sound clip.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Sorry, that's a different reference. That wasn't being
he's famous for something.
Arcade buffet.
If we get enough sound clips, we don't ever have to let him back on the show again.
Oh shit!
I'll just have random. I'll just step away and I'll have this on random and every 2 minutes and play soundbite.
And the fart after that.
Yeah.
Take a day off. Yeah. All right, guys. I like computer shoes. Yeah.
So Gleek, this is what you do.
Yeah.
You plan on leaving on Friday morning and just call into work sick.
Well, hold on. According to I found
And
a
stay
site
through Monday.
It's called flyfrontier.com. And they have it's cheaper than Priceline and Expedia. So Frontier
Cheaper than Priceline.
Yeah, check it out.
Frontier's airline, isn't it?
Yeah.
But here's why it's cheap.
The shitty a la carte airline.
Yeah, who cares? I don't care if they fucking serve me spam on the damn plane. Okay. So here's the
sandwiches when you get there.
They charge you for how many socks you have.
Yeah. Well. So it's $181 to go from Detroit to Salt Lake City because they don't have planes going into Boise. So how many hours of a ride is it from Salt Lake City? Because you're going through that, right, Andrew?
2 hours, something like that.
No,
What is
it's like 4 to 5 hours, I thought.
Is it that long?
Hey, Dave.
Dave's here.
Dave. So y'all map it. So that's another thing. So I would have to be driving fucking forever too.
What?
You want to go to Eagle?
Oh god, yeah, it is a lot further. That's like 5 hours.
So
It's almost
here's
it's like 5 hours exactly.
Yeah, I just blanked it.
You leave at 4 p.m. on Friday. I arrive at Salt Lake City at like 11:30 p.m. midnight, kind of. So driving from midnight to Grinkfest.
Well, you don't have to pay for a hotel that first night.
Yeah, just drive to the night.
Yeah.
12. I would arrive at 6 in the morning.
Glass is half full. Woo! Half full of beer. Woo!
on a Saturday, and then I would have to leave.
Grinkers opens at 11 or 10.
Okay,
So
then check this out. I would have to leave 6 in the morning on Sunday.
perfect.
All nighter Saturday night.
Come on.
That sounds like
Oh,
death.
48 hours straight. You can do it.
One cup of death coming.
Why don't you fly from Salt Lake to Idaho?
You might meet Dave in Salt Lake City if you go to the airport. Dave will be hanging out there having some drinks.
Oh yeah.
He hopes not.
Yeah.
Hey, this is all up in the air. There's no for sure things here. I'm just dreaming.
So is there only direct flights to Idaho from where you're at?
Yeah, from that site, Frontier. If I go through Priceline or
go to like Expedia or something.
Oh, yeah, but then look at the prices on those. You're talking like
Priceline's cheaper than Expedia.
Go to
cheapflights.com.
Go here.
Cheapoair.com.
Cheapo Air, that's another one. Yeah.
I use kayak. But I don't do any of
Yeah.
the bidding stuff. I just buy a flight. I
Google,
usually I search it out on Kayak, and then I usually go to the airfares.
All right, I'll check that out, Brad.
Google.com/flights.
You go
has
through
all
the
airlines.
airlines website, right?
Exactly.
But then I have to try to Canada, right?
Oh, this is Google. It's just Google.com.
Yeah, just Google.com/flights. That was
Google
good.
does all of the different airlines in
For
one
searching everything.
fell swoop.
Flights.
Oh, now you
Yeah,
tell
but the
me.
only thing that Google doesn't do though is that Google doesn't do the bargain flights that you would get through Priceline.
It does.
where you have a little window.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't do the ones where you bid, but it does do some of the bargain ones. It just doesn't give you a price. You have to check it.
Okay, I'll check it
You know,
out.
it might be really cheap. It might be really cheap, but don't go ISIS Airlines, okay?
Jeez.
Yikes.
ISIS.
Well, you know, Hillary Clinton invented ISIS.
Yeah.
Sorry, I pulled
Oh,
it
you're
back.
pulling us back in there.
Jimbo keeps pulling us back in.
Yeah, Jim, stop it.
Jimbo, one more reference to politics and you're fucking banned.
Yeah, perma man.
One more, just one more. It's
There's also Hip Monk. Is one of the new ones.
Holy shit! So I just checked.
shit.
I just checked Google flights. The cheapest flight from Detroit to Boise is like just under $1,000.
No, I just did it
No.
for $341.
Yeah, I just did it. It was that cheap too.
What, from Detroit to Boise? BOI?
Yeah.
No, we're using the same computer here, same website. Oh, what? I picked Friday to Sunday though. What did you guys pick?
Oh.
Round trip.
I picked today.
'Cause I'm coming back. Yeah, you got to pick your right flight time. Shit.
Oh, that was round trip. I did do it Thursday, but
So check that out. So here's what I'm trying to say. I don't care if Fly Frontier's ISIS flights, it's still cheaper. You know, it's fucking $300 round trip.
Wilhelm says it's
and
best.
they don't make you go through the metal detector at the airport.
Well, if you're not taking much, what does that matter? But then again, I can't bring my Note 7 because that's what, a bomb? You know, on the flight?
It is.
Oh my God.
They said they're going to recall every single one of them now.
Not getting rid of it. I refuse.
And
keeping
but I wound up. I swapped out the
Put a
Yeah,
hole
I know,
in
I know. He's like,
the
my
line.
hands, my hands. ah."
Everybody gets stuck through the little
My
hole you just
beautiful
made.
hands.
Like in that really crappy Alien.
Yeah.
The Alien 5.
They try to
whatever that was.
postpone your flight. You just lay the phone on the
Yeah.
counter.
The worst fucking movie.
Let me put this
Oh, that was
straight.
the best
We're gonna
scene,
fly
though.
right now.
That was really well done.
They spot his phone and like a security guy jumps out. No!
Check out that link I
Get
just
out
put
of
in
here!
chat.
It's gonna blow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me in that chat.
Really?
So, Gak, you had to get rid of your phone?
Yeah,
Is that what you were
that's
saying?
funny, that's funny.
Yeah, well, I got nothing, but
Nice.
my wife wouldn't stop bitching about it as soon as we got the Note 7. we were on iPhones before, and
Well,
she's like, "I hate this thing," and
Yeah, my wife too. Same thing. She's
Yeah.
like, this thing
Did you
fucking
go to Apple?
sucks.
then as soon as they start talking about them, popping or whatever,
That was it.
she's
Huh?
like, you see, we need to get rid of those. So
Yeah, I noticed you're back on iMessage now.
yes, right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. The replacements were blowing up too, so they're not even giving you a replacement. So we're
Oh
making
no! What a
Oh,
debacle.
What?
yeah, no replacements now.
So what do you get?
Yeah.
I guess I gotta get an Apple, right?
I mean,
Yeah,
when you
those
turn it in, what do
Oh,
you get? Like a coupon for
basically
Bed Bath
just
and
give you a-
Beyond?
Get an Apple that has
20%
20%
off.
off.
Yes. Oh, I got
An
one of those
entire
too.
item, one whole item, 20%
Yeah.
off.
get an Apple.
Knock yourself
that has
out on
made of
towels.
Samsung anyways.
That's right. Or $5 off any purchase with $20 or more.
I think I would lose like 30 of my applications if I went.
But we can exchange it for World War II era hand grenades.
Much less volatile.
And you can take those on an airplane.
How about landmines?
Can I make a phone call?
Never exploded.
Hey, John. Hey, you want to use my phone?
Yeah.
Okay. That was uncalled for.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah. So you guys were talking about so people get games or things. I mean, you guys started talking about, and then I joined and like with with my.
I think Time Runner was in the middle of it, but he keeps fucking on and off.
Time Runner got a warehouse raid going. 70 games at $200 a piece.
Crazy.
Didn't somebody else go to warehouse raid recently?
Didn't Griffin go to one?
Gak.
Maybe.
Or no, Gak. Somebody.
I was just leaving it out there.
It's not
wasn't
really a warehouse.
that
That was a yard sale, though. That wasn't really a warehouse, right?
Oh, that was my last one. Yeah. So the warehouse one was a couple weeks ago, and that one I think I told you guys about that. His dad had passed away, who was an operator forever.
Yeah.
In southern Idaho, actually.
Forever.
So, but this latest one, man, oh man, Mike. He told me he was looking for Rush 2049 sit down racers, like maybe 2 of them.
Yeah, Darth Vader joined.
Oh. Hey.
It's the MILF magnet himself.
He's wearing a blue shirt.
You can actually see his face.
Yeah. I'm bringing this.
Well, if you went to Grinkers,
right there.
Oh, Crafty Mac logo and everything.
Yeah,
awesome.
If you went to Grinkers, Leaky Beetle.
Wow.
I know. How much are those boards selling for?
What's that? I don't really know yet.
Oh, that's a prototype? Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't really know yet, but
Isn't your soundboard separate from that too?
No, this isn't production ready, so you can't win in the black and white challenge, Brad.
Oh, damn it.
So, Aaron, which is the FPG, that big thing in the middle there?
It's the square chip. It's not really that big, but
well, it's got a lot of pins on it.
Yeah, it does. I just hand soldered all this tonight. It was fun.
The thing's is that a clock?
Holy shit! So you had to bake it?
No, I did it all by hand.
That's the crystal.
So how do you solder? How do you surface mount solder without?
I got tricks.
I guess.
I expect
all which you will not reveal tonight.
It's
Very thick glasses.
It's like, yeah, I use my computer glasses on top of my regular glasses. It's like a 5x magnifying glass.
None of those pins are touching?
No.
That's insane.
Yeah, and then on the back,
that's what's weird.
Little surface mount capacitors that have to go on there. It gets kind of crazy, but you know.
I just don't understand what kind of tools you'd use if you're not baking it, because I thought that's.
You know what I'll do is I'll lay like a bar of solder across here.
Wow.
And then I'll use the Hako 808, my desoldering gun, and I'll sit there and patiently go blip, 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 and it sucks up like 5 or 6 pins at a time, like clears them out. And if you put a little solder flux paste on there before,
it'll go quicker.
It'll just kind of suck right to the pins. So that's how I do it.
Oh, interesting.
I know some guys are crazy enough they let, like Channel Manic on Clog. He talks about just using a chisel tip solder pen, and he'll just sit there and go down the row of pins, and you know he's got the edge just right, so it'll just suck right under the pins, and he won't get too many bridges.
I see people on YouTube.
Do you use like some kind of holder or clip to hold the chip in place?
I just you don't drink a lot of coffee, don't drink alcohol when you do it, so you can line them up really well, and then you just tack.
Finger method, huh?
Yeah, it's like
so you have to be in a trance when you do this.
Yeah, you just tack like one corner and you tack the other corner with solder, and then you can.
So you use one finger or 2 fingers?
I don't use any fingers. You just have to get it where you want it, and then hit the very edge of the pad, and the solder will just kind of roll up onto the pin.
That's insane.
That shit's advanced.
I hope you're studying the prototype.
Right?
What program did you use to design the circuitry in? There's a few out there, isn't there?
I used KiCad, which I had to learn for this project. It's open source, that's why I used it. And
yeah, the other one's like
it works pretty well. I've kind of gotten the hang of it. Each one of them is totally different, so it's really kind of painful every time you switch. But
I want to download it. What's it called? What is it called?
KiCad, KICAD. It's totally free. You can download it. You can make boards of any size, not like Eagle, which is not free. And the free version, it's like you're limited to a board like half the size.
Is there
So,
one called ORCAD, like ORCAD?
yeah, there's a number of them.
I tried to do that. They tried to get me to do circuit board design at work, and that was
Yeah,
just a mess.
there's a lot
I
of
did not have that experience.
Yeah, like the Pro packages, each pack
Oh,
is really
KiCad.
different.
Nice.
And so once you learn one, it's kind of like you have to relearn it all again. But
Downloading.
If you look at the link that Gus Scott put in the YouTube chat leak, there's a video on how to surface mount
How do
solder.
yeah, there's a lot of
Okay.
different tricks for surface mount. But
Yeah,
Um,
I'm out of YouTube right now, but can you post it in our regular chat? I kind of got out of the window for YouTube.
Oh wow.
But on the EEPROM that I have on there now, I'm bringing 3 versions of Nibbler. So I'll just maybe switch between those. Like set it. I talked to Steve and I just wanted to put it in like the Nibbler on the floor on the sly, and not really let anybody know about it other than you guys and whoever's watching the YouTube.
Like 2 people. Yeah, don't worry about that.
You're not-
Live reveal. Woohoo!
Don't
So
tell
you
anybody.
have
Yeah.
you have a nibbler to JAMA adapter too?
I need to make a Nibbler to JAMA adapter tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I have a JAMA to Nibbler, but not a Nibbler to JAMA. So I got to make the reverse, but I already know the pin out.
Okay.
Man, if you could make a freaking board like this, you surely can do a JAMA adapter.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll power it one if I can. I just
All I gotta
got-
say is one of those versions better have some music on it.
Yeah, but
Nice.
Oh no, there's no version with music that's coming.
Uh-oh.
you don't
Oh,
have Buffett talking in it?
There's gonna be some drama at Grinkers.
right.
It's horrible. Well, it's because the
Oh,
sound
fuckhead.
section right now, the sound section is all hand wired right now. Because this board doesn't have any sound on it. That's why it's just preliminary. It'll probably grow by about a ½ inch or so.
Oh yeah, you got to put the amp circuitry in there, right?
Yeah, so I have a separate board that's all hand wired that I'm bringing that I'll just like rubber band to the back of this that does the sound. But so I left off that part of it that would play that music because I know Nibbler doesn't use it. And I didn't want to waste time wiring it up. So no music. Sorry, at home.
You
tech.
hear that at home tech? Yeah. You didn't want to waste time on your shenanigans.
I actually listened to it with music, the version that has it the other night, and I couldn't do it. It's terrible. It plays while you go from board to board, like, oh, you cleared the board, here's the next one. It's still going. So it's
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't stop. It's
Yeah.
just like
This isn't right. This isn't, it's just not the way it's supposed to be. So, yeah, anyway.
Thanks, Brad.
Yep.
Got it. That's one thing, like Jim was saying, I never tackled the whole surface mount. It's real scary. Everything's super small, and my soldering guns are super hot.
Yeah.
Well, like Adam showed in his one video about like baking it, and so I was like, oh, so that's how it's done. But
That's one way. I wanted to do that. I wanted to build my own little reflow toaster like he did. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, I've been at the factory in Taiwan that does some of our circuit boards at my work, and they're the surface mount LEDs, and it's like a silk screening process.
Oh,
it drops the screen down, and it's got the solder paste, and it wipes it back and forth,
Oh, yeah.
and then it goes into the pick and place machine, and that thing is crazy fast. There's like two or three arms. There's like it's like placing. I mean, there's like upwards of 1,600 components being placed on one side of the circuit board.
Yeah, I've been to a factory here in the U.S. that does that. It is amazing.
Yeah,
it's like they're on reels, right? And they just
exactly.
Yeah, that's how a lot of my parts come is on these reels. Like this is like 1,000 SMD capacitors, basically.
What does it cost?
And it's just
$5?
a reel. So they're made to actually go in a machine, like a pick and place machine, and then it pulls it out. But of course, I don't have that, so I just cut them out of here. But
so what does that cost? Like that roll, like $5 or $500?
yeah, SMD resistors and capacitors, the small ones are super cheap. This was like $3 for like
what?
Wow.
Shit.
Right? How did? How?
Yeah, how can they possibly make it that deep, right?
Right, exactly. Like what kind of like how young are the children? Are the little children that are making that? Is it like preschoolers? Because you have to pay like junior high schoolers a little bit more. Like,
I like Chinese.
It's like
We come up to you.
Everyone.
I like Chinese.
not the dirty
Down to your knees.
But they're open.
Ready to please.
on the
I like Chinese.
Such a racist song. We just lost all our Chinese listeners.
I like Chinese, dude.
It drops down to
Never
two viewers. No, yeah, now watch out. The show's been flagged. No.
yeah.
That'd be the one song to get flagged.
Had a sudden spike in Georgia, though.
This episode brought to you by the Rickshaw Chinese Restaurant.
Brought to you by the White Nationalist Brotherhood.
And Benihana.
Nice. Benihana.
That's Japanese. Come on.
That's not Chinese?
I was going to say, what? They all look the same? Oh,
no.
Hillary.
One thing I did figure out for this, which I've been wanting to figure out for a long time, was just the spacing for those fingers. So,
let me see here.
if you ever are making a board or something,
right.
you know,
Mine are about the same.
Yeah.
I know those.
Put your
now.
hand up to mine. Well, no.
I know, like the spacing and the arrangement of the JAMA. I mean, you know, of the fingers on the edge. I had to figure it out for this board, so I have it in KiCad now. Because I found several cloth threads where people are like, does anyone have this like already doctored up, like just a JAMA edge that I can use for my project, these boards I'm going to have made or whatever, and no one could produce them, so I have one now.
So Aaron, when you did the KiCad, you printed something out and you etched your own board somehow, or what?
No, I had this made locally with a company that makes my TPP boards.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I just send them I have to get the files all together and I send it to them, and they take about a week and then they send it back to me.
That's what I need to check out, man. Shit.
I mean, it's not cheap, but you know, I keep track of all my expenses, and that just goes into my you know, the business cost on the profit.
Okay, like how much? Like $50, $100?
This place is a bit more expensive because they're pretty fast, so it's more like $125 for 4. And I didn't panelize these because I needed them fast. Usually I'll panelize where I'll take several of these and put them on the same panel, whatever their max size is, and then I'll cut them out myself.
Yeah, for that it'll be worth it. Because what I was thinking is making my own JAMA boards, but $125 for a JAMA board?
Well, yeah, for that you might want to use something like Osh Park.
Oh, okay.
They're
like JAMA adapter boards, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep. Just for myself.
Golden Age Parts has his made. I don't know where he gets them done.
Yeah, and so doesn't Ian? Not Ian. But
Ian's
doing them now. Yeah. Is there a copy of the old JAMA boards?
The old JAMA
boards.
Yeah. But yeah, you can get them made if you're willing to wait like 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, you can get them made really cheap. Like Paradise Arcade.
I just want to do one for myself, just to go through the KiCad process, to go through the whole process.
Oh yeah.
Where it ends up. It might be the most expensive JAMA adapter ever, but
for one-offs like that, Osh Park is the best because they're like a community deal. I'll post the link in here in a sec. And they wait until they have enough orders, so it takes like 2 or 3 weeks to get them back. And then they put everybody.
It's like powder coating.
Yeah, they put everybody together at once, and then they cut them out and they send them to all the different people that were in that order. But you can get 3 boards, I think, for usually about $50. So 3 of whatever you wanted for like 50 or under. So they're purple or red. That's kind of what they're known for.
Definitely got to do purple.
Yeah, they're known for their
yeah, because you're throwing in your Donkey Kong cabinet, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're purple wiring.
I believe that Canadian guy is in our Yahoo chat right now.
Yeah, it's usually that's usually Josh though, not Chance.
Well, what happened? The other guy never comes on.
What are
The
they
purple guy.
That's
The purple
Chance.
I think he's afraid of us now.
Probably because we
Yeah.
shit all over him when he came on Toys.
Oh, Chance.
Yeah.
Chance. That's
Okay, I posted it in the chat there for you, Glee.
Yeah, I flooded him with sound effects
Okay.
that one time, and he's like, "Hey, come on now! I'm trying to talk."
Thanks, Crafty. I'm getting in over my head with all the projects I'm doing. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's always a tough part.
But this is something I always wanted to do ever, like 20 years. I always wanted to print my own board or do something, you know.
Yeah, well,
Now they're
for
making
you,
it-
Yeah, make something out of your life. Come on. No, I'm just kidding.
See, I could have sent you a nice eyes JAMA adapter.
Oh, right.
That's right.
Which now, what's his name has? And I still have yours, Aaron. Do you want me to bring that to Grinkers?
You know, if you really want to keep it, I can just make it one.
No. Do you want me to? I can bring it to Grinkers. I just thought of that now.
Yeah,
gonna
if
keep
you
it-
want to bring it, that's fine.
All right.
Hey,
It
who
worked
ended up
great.
with
That one dude,
Was that
Chuck
Mac?
12. Chuck
Oh.
12 took it.
Chuck
he
Test.
never even gave me a positive review on Claw.
Frank, let me add that to my packing list for Grinkers. Yeah, I'll totally bring that. I totally forgot about that. I still had
their
it.
bag, and that'll go off, and they're like, "What is this? A bomb?"
Oh man, I'm not looking forward to going through the. I'm gonna put everything arcade related out of my carry-on and be like, here it is. All right, pat me down, boys. No,
What is this, sir? Oh, it's a JAMA adapter. A JAMA what?
a what?
Yeah, I don't know how that conversation's going to work.
That's the thing.
No, it would just be like, these are all arcade parts where there's an arcade tournament, and I'm going for a world record. That's what I'm going to leave it at.
Boom.
Bullshit.
I'm going.
That's a bomb.
There's no game called Eyes.
Detonator.
Yeah, you're gonna meet up with your friend that has the plastique, and you're gonna plug that into it. You're gonna blow up.
It's a good
the
thing you're not a
plane.
big fan of the game Bomb Jack. You know, you brought that
Oh.
up back on your show.
Says that right on the board.
All you have to do, Jimmy, is
Or the
just,
Atari game Kaboom.
Yeah, there you go.
Kaboom.
trust me, there's nothing in my ass. And they leave you alone.
They'll check in.
But if you guys would like, you're certainly welcome to check. We're fine. No.
It's a 10.
Let 'em through.
You could have plastique putty in your ass.
Ooh.
Just switching topics. Does anybody listen to the Sunday's show, Arcade Outsiders?
Well, yeah, the morning one.
Yeah,
not this last Sunday.
This one. I'm just curious if anything was brought up about FET and the Barbie car dynoing. Did you
And the
guys
what?
see that?
I think they
That
did.
was-
touch that.
Yeah, they did talk about that.
Did they?
Yeah.
I know they
but
brought
the,
it up.
But the Sunday one was trimmed really short because John realized he wasn't recording.
Yeah.
No, that was 2 weeks
They-
ago. The one.
He added 10 more minutes to the show too at the end.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. But this
No,
Sunday
it
I'm
wasn't.
talking about.
They didn't do one this
Was it
last
one?
Sunday. They did
Oh,
one
okay.
Thursday. They did because they did the one last Thursday night.
Because he was talking to Joe about it, but I don't think he ever talked to Fed about it. The Dyno Barbie car. I was just curious.
Oh yeah. He,
So it's like-
yeah,
so
maybe,
it's totally
maybe he
fat.
did, but yeah.
It's totally Fed like dynoing a freaking.
I know. It really it looked exactly like him. It was crazy. Like when he said it on the show, I was like, "Oh, I'll have to check this out." But it's probably, I mean, there's probably some differences, but it looked very really
it's
close to him.
No, it's fat.
You think it is?
Oh, it's for sure fat.
What are you guys talking about?
Here, John tweeted
No,
it out.
it's not fat. They just said it looked.
I don't
like
No, it's fat, dude.
No. Why would he be doing that? Come on.
That's what I wanted to know. Like, look at it. This is totally fat.
It looks like him, but I don't think it's him.
No.
Wait,
That is totally fat.
dude, that's
No,
yeah,
that's not
it.
him.
Yes, it is.
That looks like
Same
him.
haircut, same smiles, same everything.
It's gotta be.
Same smile.
He has those white Oaklands too. He has. Those
I don't want to play a bunch of it because I don't want to get flagged for fucking copyright protection again.
I just don't know what he would like.
It's
It's,
totally.
it's not him. It
That's-
looks a lot like him, but it's not him.
That's a good doppelganger, man.
Yeah, but John actually said that it turns out it was him. But he was just talking to Joe, and that's why I wanted to know what the deal was.
Wow.
I mean, it's not real, right? Like, it's obviously a spoof or something.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if he had a friend that has a shop, and they just decided to do that for, like, I don't know, you have daughters or something like that has a Barbie car.
Like, is this a parody of something? Is what you're thinking? Like,
Yeah.
maybe there was a real auto show where they did something. And...
For those who haven't seen it, there's a link to it. I just don't want to play it because I don't want to get flagged for anything.
Did any of you guys watch that cartoon I posted with the Rick and Morty with that court case with the?
Yeah, I did. I watched the whole thing.
It's fucked up, right?
Well, I couldn't find the
this is 2000. This was made in 2013. It's got 19 million views. I don't think that's fit.
Could be though.
God, just watch it. Like it just.
Yeah, I know. I had a similar reaction, but I'm like the logistics of it just made no sense to me. Like as far as like it being something, because he's
like, if that's not him, like, I mean, twin brother or something, like, holy shit, that looks like him.
Right. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's hard to tell with the sunglasses on. If you take his glasses off, he might look totally different.
I'll have to ask him at Grinkers.
I'm just looking at different an angle of his face when he goes around to the car, and it doesn't look like the shape out of the front of his face doesn't look right.
For those in YouTube chat, there's the video if you wanted to see it.
The Rick and Morty thing, Mark, is that was hilarious.
I know it was.
It got so crazy towards the end with that judge and that guy, where he's like, "You got a big mouth. Why you can't say that in court." Fuck you.
I'm gonna go to your house, find your kids, hit their head with a hammer, and feed their brains to you.
Here's the thing: was there a real video of this court case that was before this cartoon?
That's the transcripts. Yeah. So what is they just took it and they just did an audio recording just for fun, and then somebody took that and did a fan animation to it. So that's a real court case that happened.
Was this in a Slack group?
Brad, did you see what Gus Scott posted in the chat? He said the business is in Tennessee.
So yeah.
Let me find it.
Oh, DDR
high. A doppelganger.
It's just that's.
I mean, there is quite a resemblance, so I'm not denying that.
Well, it was just funny because John said he wasn't sure, and then he goes, "No, it's actually him." And then I was like, "Oh, well." He wanted to talk to Pat when he came on, but I don't think they ever did. And that's why I was wondering.
At least it wasn't recorded. Yeah.
I was just wondering if anything came out of that.
They put that Barbie car in a dyno machine.
Yeah.
I'm watching it now. It's crazy.
I don't think I know Dave's muted here. He's just listening to us, but I don't think Dave, you ever went over to the Slack group that we have now. I don't know if you want to just send me a message and I'll put your email in there.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm just lazy. I'll do it.
We have a pretty. It's pretty fucking active. I literally yesterday I was like working on something and I drove out somewhere for like 35 minutes. I came back and there was like 68 messages.
That's why I use the snooze function all the time because like as soon as my phone starts ding 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 ding, I'm like, okay, this is I haven't
snoozing at night, but during the days I just don't answer it. You don't have to.
Oh, my phone goes on silent at night, so it doesn't. Everything's.
And then when you go onto it, it actually says, "Oh, you've missed this many messages," and you just click it and it scrolls up to where it was. It's actually pretty cool.
I'm on another separate one with Keith and Joel. And
we're gonna bad mock
some kind of other stuff.
But it's like
I'm
trying to bounce back and forth between the two. It's like
you and your fucking SoCal weather fucking group.
Yeah, the SoCal
rain that we're gonna have to deal with.
Dave's gotta go, guys. See ya.
See you guys.
Later, Dave.
We're gonna see you in 2 days, right? Thursday or Friday?
Thursday at noon, I think.
All right.
I'll probably see you.
Wow, that's quite the change.
I'm there at 4 or 5, so.
That's quite the change from last year.
It'd be nice and fucked up by the time I see you.
I heard you're planning on doing a bunch more weenies.
Yes. Don't forget the crock pot.
I got
Redemption.
it.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Without the casings.
Yes. No casings.
I'll supply
it. Redeem yourself.
All right, man. See you in a few days, man.
See you later.
All right. See ya. Casings off.
It was funny because at Brofest, I've never heard of non-cased hot dogs. You don't have them up here. Never even heard of them.
They all have condoms on them, huh?
Yeah.
They're everywhere. There's some people don't like to eat the intestine skins.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember those higher end like Nathan's hot dogs or something would have the thicker casings on them, but like Oscar Mayer or Foster Farms kind of hot dogs, none of those really have.
My
Or they're
bologna
super
has
thin.
a first.
They're
Yeah,
just really
that's right.
super thin, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Pilsners.
Yes, he's been reminding me every day. I get a little text message from Dave, just a friendly reminder about the crockpot.
Does he have like a window of time? You should have like little advertisements throughout Grinkers. Hey, by the way, weenie roast coming up here at 7 p.m.
Where's he gonna cook it? Like at the hotel or at Grinkers or what?
His room, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is for late night.
Yeah.
Drunkenness.
Yeah, it's like just a crockpot reminder, bro.
2 o'clock hot dogs.
Oh, that's probably
2 o'clock in the morning hot dogs.
You're right about
That's
it.
about, you know.
Bringing the crockpot to Grinkers.
Well, that's an alternative to ordering pizza late at night, I guess. You
Yeah.
know. Probably healthier, a little bit.
Beer soaked weenies.
Yeah.
Beer soaked weenies. Bun or no bun?
I partook in one last time. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was all right.
Wasn't bad for 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. If there's no food around, you need something to eat, man, it's perfect.
I know.
Yeah, eat a couple of those and drink your never too hungover beverage.
So they closed the restaurant part of the business, like what, like at 11 or 12 or something, don't they?
At Drinkers?
Yeah.
Could be.
They
sure.
must. I mean, that wouldn't make sense for them to keep that aspect open super
They
late.
gotta clean it up and stuff too.
Child labor laws, you know.
Yeah.
That's the best time to play games anyways, because there's hardly anybody there. You don't have to wait on a game. You can get a whole bunch of games in at once.
So
I feel like I didn't play enough games last year.
Orange Whip, I before I forget, I have a request for you. If you could introduce me to the guys from whichever they are from the coin rejects.
Oh yeah.
I think at least one of the guys is going to be there.
At least, well, I don't know if I know all of them,
Okay.
but if it's the ones I know, I will.
It's hard because like I see all the names on the list that are signing up. I'm like, oh man, I want to meet that guy, and then it just never happens.
Right.
Because I'm not paying attention to badges and who's who.
Well,
Bring the time,
maybe that's getting up there, but it should almost be like a little meet and greet for 10 minutes or something. Well, we all have our names on our badges, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all in the same room the entire weekend.
Yeah. Right.
But no, I know what you mean. It's hard to. I'm always just walking around looking at people's names, going, "Okay, did I meet you before? I don't remember."
And then I don't remember his name, but there's a guy bringing his twin sons that are turning 21 like that day or something like that.
That's gonna be a shit show.
Is it Friday? I think it's the 21st birthday, or I think so. I think it's Friday.
You're popping again, Gak.
Oh, damn it.
Turn into a
I
robot.
feel like when your batteries get low or something, it needs to be charged or something.
Am I gonna have to get one of the Jimbo microphone setups or what?
I just keep my USB like plugged into my headset all the time.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe what it is.
Yeah.
Batteries just getting low.
So your son's been playing Call of Duty all day.
Right.
Do you know the name of the guy from the Coin Rejects? That's
No, on their last podcast, he talks about he's going to be there.
Well, if
I don't remember his name though.
Oh, is that the one with Toby and stuff on it? They're talking about the Portland show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only name I can think of off the top of my head.
I think I fell asleep during that.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can't, you ask Rich or Kendra, they'll know.
All right.
Yeah.
Rich just friended me on Facebook just recently.
Woohoo.
You
I think
made
it
it.
was.
Oh, because
I made it in.
didn't I message you on something he said?
Let's see. He was
Those
talking
goats-
about some of
your
those
pumpkins.
pumpkins.
And I
Yeah.
said I put you on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my That's one of my competition that came out later. But they only have that. That's the only animation they have is that pumpkin animation.
Yeah, I was like, hey, if you like those, you should try these ones. Steve West.
So
Then I
Mark,
think-
you developed the software for that.
No, I just created the animation files
Okay.
and things, and all the animation rig to make it.
Is it something people can buy from you, or?
Well, they just buy per whatever song it is that I've animated. So
Come
like,
on, Mock, plug the fucking thing. He's giving you the.
yeah, plug.
I know, man.
Sales are shitty.
That's
this
I
year,
gotta line
too,
you up
so-
for it.
Yeah, my sales have like gone in half too because I have like 2 people out there that are doing the same exact thing. So, but yeah, it's just like I animate to certain songs that are like Halloween based, like Thriller. So you just buy that and then you buy the song Thriller and then throw it in a video editor and put them together, and then you take the video file and play it on a digital projector on some pumpkins, and there you go. Just one projector for 3 faces. So, and this year I did the Oogie Boogie pumpkins. But I did put up a poll for like what to do next for the next pumpkin singing thing to do, and Time Warp is the one that keeps is really high on the ranking, which is I'm surprised, but yeah, everybody wants that one. That one, and somebody's watching me by Rock. What's that guy's name?
Yeah.
Somebody watching me.
Yeah, Rockwell. Is that his name? Yeah,
That
yeah.
sounds right.
So yeah, I put about 12 songs up there.
Did you ever go? Did you ever go back and redo your textures and your candle stuff for the older ones?
Yeah, all of them all have the newest.
You sent me a
candles
link, and I
everything.
don't know if I actually clicked it or not. I don't remember. I'm looking for it right now.
Yeah, it might have expired.
Expired already.
Yeah, let me know when you're ready to download it. But yeah, so that's it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun.
So those are your prizes? No, I'm
No.
Site you can
I am bringing some prizes, but not that.
Are you?
Yeah.
What are you bringing?
Music
Oh,
videos
let's see.
again?
Maybe. And some other, maybe something else.
Bring me.
I got a
bring
couple
me
of things.
If you got an extra one, bring me one, and I'll pay for the USB stick.
Well, I'm bringing 3
Oh.
things, Mike. I'm bringing pretty much a brand spanking new trackball. Oh, nice!
Wow.
64 gigs.
That's the one that I got from Mock last year. That's the actual drive that I got from you. It just happened right here.
Oh,
Pay
okay.
it forward.
Yeah.
Is that the music videos?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. And then I sent one off to Gleek later too, and a couple other people on Clav. Like they're just from watching this show. They're like, hey, I want to buy it. So
Yeah, those are
Someone's gonna get this
those are great videos.
they're fun.
3-inch hap trackball. That's
That's cool.
much-
That's a good prize.
And then
Like at least $100
I
for
realized
one
that
of those.
I had because I was just going to use this as a backup, but I'm like, oh, it's a fucking Nintendo joystick. I don't need a backup. This is for my Red Tent, and it's rebuilt, so I'm bringing another Red Tent 8-way joystick.
Yeah. Those things last forever.
Yeah,
Like
And then
literally
I thought-
forever.
I realized that because a while back when I bought my Toki art, the guy had a shit ton of artwork, and I had bought Art Type 2 just because it looked sweet, new old stock set.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
someone's gonna get this. I mean, if they want to frame it, because I'm like, I'm probably never gonna have an R Type 2, but it's new old stock set side art. So if someone wants to frame it or do whatever they want with it, so that's what I'm bringing. I did find some other stuff, but I'm not gonna be stopping by my storage unit before then. So there it is.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, not too shabby. Last year I brought all those damn PCBs, so this is a little bit easier to transport.
And a
Maybe
Bud
not
Light
through
sign.
security. Yeah, fuck, that pissed me off. And it's funny, I realized not that long ago, maybe like a week ago, I'm like, oh, that's right. Like I was so determined afterwards. I'm like, I'm going to get another sign and bring it. I'm like, I'm glad I'm not doing that. All it takes is a fucking hairline crack. And
and then, yeah, toast.
Yep.
Too much turbulence, and that's it.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, you'd be better off shipping it.
Yeah,
and even then, you have to pack the fuck out of that. I mean, I put so much bubble wrap. That thing was like, I'm like, there's no way anything can happen to this. And tiniest little fucking little tiny crack, like I can't even believe I could notice it. It was so tiny.
And I told Andrew this earlier, but I feel really bad. This was kind of my responsibility.
Oh, no.
We had all the logos, right, on all the shirts and all that stuff, cup. And I was going over some stuff. I was listing out for Steve to kind of reference, like, okay, we're getting this stuff donated from this guy, this, just for like an email to reference. And I'm going down, I'm like, oh, God, I totally forgot to put his logo. Matroid.
Yeah.
He goes by Arcade Crusade. I completely forgot his logo. So I'm like,
and I had it. And I have gotten several files too. It wasn't in my list, so I didn't even.
Yeah, and there was a PM on KLV where I like responded to him and copied you, but then I totally forgot about it after that. You asked me like, hey, let's double check, give me the list.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, we're good to go. I'm like, oh. So there's 18. Well, there should have been 18 total logos on the back of the shirt, but there's only 17. So I'm like, I'll be buying him beers all weekend. He can give me shit. So
it's hard to get everything perfect.
Take like a post-it note and slap it on there.
Yeah,
get like a fabric Sharpie and just like draw on.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a good idea. Print stickers.
The punchline is that it was his badge that got fucked up last year.
Oh no!
So he's been
what do you guys have against him? No, I'm sorry.
I know, right? We got his logo on Brofest, I think.
Yep.
Brofest 2. Yeah, I feel bad, but
he might have been on. Was he in CAX too?
I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe not. I remember when he definitely had a Brofest, so we went back and forth with his logo a few times.
Yeah.
You might have to buy him a sandwich.
I'm just gonna say, hey, number whatever his badge number is. Here's some money. I got his rounds covered for the weekend. So
don't let this man. He's gonna be buying everyone rounds.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I don't pay for my beer. Yeah. On gas.
Yeah, last year, what happened was because I got there Thursday, maybe 6 p.m. ish or something, and I already said this earlier, but going through all the stuff, organizing everything, and then it came down to where like Steve was like, hey, there's a ton of people out here. I want to start giving them all their badges because that's how we're keeping track of drinks and all that stuff. And he just wanted to start putting stuff out on the table just for people to just kind of walk up and grab on their own.
Yeah.
Just kind of a open trust kind of thing, I'm like, well, we're taking a risk, And the one and only badge that got missing was Matroid's. Yeah.
Some other Matt.
Yeah. Or it fell off the table and somebody threw it away. Who knows, But we absolutely made it. It just disappeared there somewhere. So I'm like, let me handwrite one for you. I had a few beers. Go figure. So I just kind of like scribbled his name and number on a piece of paper, and that was his badge for the weekend.
And he put it in a badge pocket holder. So he was and he had it was his Claw avatar for like the year too.
Yeah, for the entire year. Yeah, the entire last year. Yep. So yeah, mistakes happen, I guess.
Yeah, well, you haven't yet had one of that.
Happened to be with the same guy.
I know, right? So.
Well, you didn't screw up my logo. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys collect or use or need Laserdisc players at all? I know some people collect them.
I remember them being used very briefly in high school.
Wasn't somebody selling 3 of them on Claw? Like,
I got 5 somebody gave me.
why don't you sell one to John?
And I don't fucking know what to do with them.
By that Italian guy or whatever.
Tony.
German guy.
No, I don't think it's. I don't have one of those. I have 2 of the ones that go.
Yeah.
I have 2 that go into Dragon's Lair, and then the other 3 I'm not sure what.
And I think Steve started doing the Merlin or whatever, right? Daphne Merlin thing. Merlin.
You mean the Dexter?
The Dexter one.
There we go.
I should have asked Xylo since last week she was all against using Dexter boards and stuff.
Yeah, she's anti-Dexter.
'Cause I have
She's got a
2
stack of them.
She's an anti-Dextite.
She has a stack of like Laserdisc players ready to go in case anything fails.
Yes, she does.
That's what she told me. Yeah.
I'll probably end up just sending them to recycling then. That's unfortunate, but
Well, get in touch with her. I mean, because if you can bring them, I can always throw them in the van and bring them over to her.
Brad, don't recycle them. Just put them on Clog at least for $10 each. Someone.
fucking not gonna ship them.
So heavy.
Oh fuck! They're like 25 pounds each, and from Canada, you know how expensive that's gonna be.
Good point.
Local pickup only. Right?
One of them's got a fucking Rambo 2 Laserdisc in it.
Sweet.
Oh wow.
That's what you mean Rambo?
Rambo, yeah. Movie, yeah, the Laserdisc movie.
I was thinking, wait, there's a Laserdisc game, Rambo 2? What?
There is a Rambo game. It's a pretty
3.
new one. It's pretty awesome, actually.
Is there?
Yeah, it's a big LCD, but like, yeah, it's a gun game. It's pretty cool.
Do you shoot stuff?
Yeah.
No, you bake cookies.
Does some Asian chick tell you that you're not expendable?
Oh, nice.
Then you shoot more stuff.
Is he the one that would say,
that's a bonus round.
Yeah.
Isn't he the one who used to say, I'm your worst nightmare?
I'm coming back for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that you got in your face? Oh, I'll come back for you. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong movie. Army of Darkness.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Have you guys been watching the new season of Ash vs. Evil Dead?
Yeah, I had to deal with my gyrus. It was bothering me too much.
Oh, no.
I had to go check my continuity.
And
good news, bad news.
Was it continuous?
It was continuous. Good news is I have continuity. Yay! And then I kind of push the chip in a little more securely on the one the high score save kit RAM itself, and I actually think maybe it was working because instead of the standard high score that always has been the default of 100,000 or of 10,000, now the default is 50,000. Sweet. But I can't play the game anymore because it now is no longer. It's no longer acting like it's on free play, which is what it's set on. And if I try to like coin it up with an actual coin, it won't coin up. So
just like pole position.
So just like that. Well, yeah, except that one, sometimes boosts garbage. Oh, this is sometimes boost garbage too. So I'm taking apart the boards again and seeing if I maybe firmly and it seems to be. The wiring harness also, like when I was kind of moving the wiring harness around, that was definitely making a difference. That caused that grid pattern. So, and there's one of the speakers isn't working for kind of a reason I don't know. So there might be other problems. I just wish I knew, like, is it something to do with this thing or, but it's weird that it's not just not playing, but it looks nice-ish. Sometimes I have red, sometimes I don't. Sucks.
Just suck.
So sorry. Yeah, but the good news is I have continuity, so I didn't fuck up the socket. Yay.
Huh?
Yeah, don't follow the socket.
Yeah, go me. But so I installed that okay. I don't know.
One project at a time.
Give it the Fonzie.
Here it is.
Oof.
Yeah. Hey.
That's what works for mine. I got a little. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was doing my version of that with like the messing with the wiring harness and plugging it, taking it off and plugging it back in and spraying a little of my magic deoxit. But, yeah. Yeah. So sorry, I couldn't. I was just too like, I've got to know. So
Well,
there we go.
I have a little arcade news, just little.
Ooh.
It's on the pinball side, of course, but
Boo. No,
I finally got kicked in the balls, and I bought that. Can you see that?
Medieval Madness.
Yeah, I don't know if you can.
Color
Yeah,
DMD.
It's
This
too
is-
dark. It's too dark.
Color
Oh, it's
DMD.
the color DMD thing.
Oh,
Can
okay.
you see that? It's a
Chip.
Yeah.
A
it's
chip.
a
Oh,
ROM
they give
chip.
you the chip puller. Don't use that
Yeah.
fucking thing.
Wow.
Those things are crap.
Well, I already did, and that worked.
Oh.
so.
Oops.
But yeah, I did the swap out, and it took
Hey.
5 minutes. It was pretty easy. But yeah. So I'll show you a little graphic.
Oh
of
yeah,
what
I
it
can
looks
see
like.
now.
So, yeah. You
Yeah,
can
no.
see it
So
on
here's
there.
I put it on my phone so you can kind of get an idea of like what the trolls would look like. I don't know if you guys can see
Oh,
that.
yeah, the
Oh
green.
wow.
Let's say it's kind of fuzzy, but
You can
So-
see it right over your shoulder.
So there was
Yeah. just the color.
the display that was in there already. Was it an LCD?
Yeah. So it
So from the
unlocks it.
factory, you get an LCD on that.
Yeah, they're all LCDs because they come from the factory now with the color hidden in the code or whatever, and then you got to use this to
That
unlock
blows,
it.
man. Come
Yeah,
on.
I know. Because it's
So
how
that
they,
chip
they
is that the chip is $400.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same price as a full color DMD.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
what
pile
they
of
think.
crap.
I know. But
Yeah.
but it's been bugging me that I'm like, God, I have a full color thing sitting here, but it's still just a single color. You know, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
That's a pile of
So I
garbage.
finally bit the bullet, and like I said, got kicked in the balls.
And
for
there's
it.
you can set like
How
different
much it is
resolutions.
reverse engineer it?
Yeah.
That's what Keith's waiting
Crafty,
for.
get on it.
I'm like, I don't want to wait any longer. I'm just gonna do it. I'll bite the bullet. But it is pretty cool because it's got all the extra detail and everything. So like I said, when you cut off the dragon's head, blood squirts out, and you can see his bone in his neck.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's one of
Yeah.
those things. Like, how well would
Yeah.
that hold up in court? The intellectual properties of that, because that's somebody else's creation, and then they added color to it, basically, right? So
Yeah, I mean, they had the license for it though, so I don't
They
know. I
do.
guess they do have the license for it.
okay.
Jack,
They're
are you
just not
watching that
allowed.
flash in the
They're just
background?
not allowed to put Williams on it on the machine. You can't.
Yeah, my son's watching Arrow. I think
um,
Arrow's everyone.
Ah, okay.
Arrow. Yeah.
'Cause I just saw the flash. Oh, it must be a
Yeah.
crossover episode.
I have not seen any of those.
eh.
My kids have been watching them.
I started watching
Oh,
the
yeah,
Flash
just
this
watch that
week.
crossover. Yeah, tonight actually. I have to watch it. I'll watch it tomorrow. The
And I
second
finally
episode.
finished watching Stranger Things too, so you guys can feel free to talk about it.
Yay! Carrie, you finished
Things
it,
just
right?
get weird.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even remember it.
You watched it twice. You should know it.
That was like forever ago.
Yeah. You know how many beers I've had since
I
then?
drank those memories away. There was a little girl and a nosebleed, and people's heads
Yeah.
exploded or something. I don't know.
It's a really strange show. It really is. So Barb's, she's dead, huh?
We don't know because who hasn't seen the show? I don't know. Want to talk about it if you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I don't know what you're talking about, so it don't matter.
Okay. Because
Why don't you grow an ass?
the sheriff goes out and puts out food for her
Yeah.
in a little box. So that tells you something. Maybe she can back. She's probably trapped in the upside down world.
Underworld.
Yeah. So she probably comes out for a sec to get something to eat and then goes back in.
I don't know if she comes out because it's going in the box, so maybe she's reaching through it. Like the tree they went in.
If there was
Maybe.
blood, is a blood thing, right? Blood is what creates the openings.
Yeah, I think so. But you know what they didn't describe yet are those eggs that never hatched.
Well, supposedly there's deleted scenes that the alien would put these slug things into your mouth. Like there's supposed to be a scene where Barb is half egg, half Barb.
What?
Yeah, but it was so grotesque. They're like, no, it's just too gross. So they just made her like halfway decomposed, and So basically, that's what the alien does: is if he doesn't eat you, he turns you into eggs, into more aliens.
Yeah, and the first one wasn't Barb. It was Elle, right? That's the one that's coming. That might still be alive.
Wait, I thought her name was Barb. Is Elle?
No, Barb was her friend.
Barb's friend.
Yeah, her friend.
Elle was the girl with the shaved head.
11.
11, yeah, Elle. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking about 11. No, I'm talking about
Yeah.
No, we were talking about the food in the box. That was Elle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So Barb is slugified, basically, the last time we saw her.
Yeah.
And there's also like these like rumors on the internet that like she created the portals, and they're also thinking maybe she created the monster that's her inner hatred or something that manifested into a physical form from her powers or something. I don't know. We'll have to see if that's true, but I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see with the that little kid who keeps going back and forth between the two worlds just from coughing and shit.
The show just reminds me of like Lost or Under the Dome or any of those. Alcatraz was on for 1 year. They're all kind of the same thing to me. I mean, it was cool because it's 80s based.
You sound like a real fan, Brad. Anytime you compare something to Under the Dome.
That's not like that show at all compared to, because that show is easy.
It's all the same.
It's all the same. It's all
the book
that's all fucked up in the world, and they don't know what to deal with. Yeah. I mean, they're all the same.
The book
it's like the X-Files.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the characters on the show.
X-Files is different.
Kids are fun to watch.
Yeah, no, the 80s. Have you guys seen the Goldbergs?
Yeah.
Goldbergs?
No.
It's basically like an 80s Wonder Years.
Huh. Yeah, that could be pretty funny sometimes.
Yeah, it's a Meet the Goldbergs, I think it is.
Something like that. The Goldbergs.
It's all based on his real life too. Actually, show home video clips of the actual things they did in the show. At the end of the show, they show.
Everyone think their life would be a great like sitcom. You know, funny stuff happens in my life all the time. Let's make a sitcom out of it.
And it's actually pretty good. It's based in the 80s. It's actually pretty decent.
They never say when in the 80s, and they pull in things from like all different periods of the 80s, all different times.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those shows are all the same.
It is very much like an 80s Wonder Years. As soon as I started watching
nice.
Wonder Years.
4 seasons already.
If there's a Wayne in there, then maybe I'll watch it. He was the best part of the Wonder Years.
Yeah, his brother's kind of like Wayne, and he has an older sister as well. It's seriously, it's like the Wonder Years, but 80s.
Wow.
Wayne's World.
It even has a voiceover. Patton Oswalt does it for the young boy, just like in Wonder Years.
Oh,
if only they had Joe Pesci.
It's like
when he's thinking about stuff, yeah.
Well, no, it's Daniel Stern, right?
Daniel Stern did Wonder Years. Yeah, that's why I was like, Joe Pesci should do.
Oh, didn't he fall off the face of the earth or something?
I don't know.
I don't know.
When's the last time he was in a movie? Right?
Well, he ran away basically. He said he didn't want to do anything. Yeah.
Yeah, he retired. He was just like he just enjoys money.
He's like Rick Moranis. He just said, I'm not doing this
exactly
anymore.
like that. Yeah, he's made enough money, and he's just enjoying retirement.
Yeah.
He doesn't really want to act anymore. Yeah, he has tons of money too. So. Yeah, once in a blue moon, Pesci will do something. Like I saw him in an ad about 4 years ago or something. I was like, "Whoa!" I guess he needed a pool or something. I don't know.
How can you not like an '80s sitcom show where the kid's wearing that? Come on,
Tron Guy Jr.
Yeah,
no, that is Tron Guy.
Yeah,
it's supposed to take place in the '80s. No,
that costume is way too good.
Yeah.
It should be made out of like garbage, like styrofoam containers and Tupperware.
Man, well, like when it was the early '80s, they dressed me in a robot costume and it was like freaking cardboard boxes.
Awesome-o.
I have photos.
Awesome. Yeah.
I want to see photos.
When I was a kid, we had these shitty costumes. They're like plastic. It just was a shirt and it said Casper on it.
Like the big.
Yeah, it's like a bib looking thing, and then
Did you ever have
plastic
one of
front.
the ones with the blow up heads, the inflatable head?
No,
You'd
we didn't
strap
have
on and you'd wear
that.
the bib. Oh yeah, I got a picture of one of those.
No, we had
I was
shitty
always-
like rubber band that would always break halfway through the night.
I was always forced to make my own costumes. So I usually just went as a ghost. It was the easiest.
I had a manager, actually was a VP once, and I asked him, "What are you doing for Halloween? You got like 3 kids, right?" He's like, I don't celebrate pagan holidays." And I didn't know what to say. I was just kind of like, I laughed it off, like, "Oh, right." And then
You
I
should
was
have said
like,
4 kids. So that includes Christmas too, huh?
That is odd when it's like a lot of people
Pagan
do
too.
celebrate it, and then you feel weird because you brought it up.
yeah.
That's usually a
awkward.
pretty safe one to bring up too.
Yeah.
I don't.
Halloween, I mean, come on, Halloween.
The devil worshippers. It's like, what? I just want free candy when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All about the candy.
All
Still
about the
is.
candy.
Damn it.
My next door neighbor, super nice guy, but I think he's like a Seventh-day Adventist or something like that, which don't believe in a lot of holidays. And every year Halloween, he's got like his walkway blocked off.
Wow.
It's like he puts a garbage can in front of his walkway, and the lights are all off. He's basically like, "Stay away,"
Jeez.
Yeah.
A guy I grew up with is Jehovah, and every Christmas, you go back to school, and we had all these new toys and all these presents, and his parents would buy him stuff as well, but they just wouldn't call them Christmas presents. They were just presents for their son.
Yeah.
So he would still get everything, but
Yeah.
No Santa, huh?
no Santa. No, just got the presents.
Bummer.
Yeah, some people are lame.
That's okay. He ended up being a drug addict. And
Oh,
the
At
last
least it had a
time,
happy ending.
the last time I saw him, his mom worked emergency, and my wife had hit her head, and we took her to the emergency just to get a scan done. And we were sitting there in the emergency room, just waiting to her turn to get in, and he literally basically came like almost falling over coming in, and he was bugging his mom to try to get free drugs out of the ER. Yeah. And that wasn't the first time I heard about it. I heard other people that said the same thing.
So
It sucks when people go that way.
So Brad,
Yeah.
did I hear you say?
Oh my God, is that you, Leak?
yeah, that's me. That's pretty nerdy, huh? That's like Wonder Years kind of
Pac-Man shirt?
Dude.
I had a Pac-Man.
Pac-Man shirt.
You got the shorts hiked up, or are you in the yellow?
Wow.
That's,
I know. I'm trying to figure the same thing.
Oh, he's got the shorts hiked up.
that's my brother wearing that Star Wars shirt, I think.
Ah, okay.
Wow.
Look
Yeah,
at that's
you're
back in the day where you could like purchase cigarettes in a machine.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
at those vending machines, though.
That's right.
Those are
That
bad.
They actually have-
There.
those are actually cans of Campbell's soup right there.
Oh, I want that machine.
Oh, that's not cigarettes. That looks like Marlboros.
I like
No.
your legs. You have
No, I
nice
think it's
legs.
soup.
Yeah, whatever.
You should have the the socks like all the way up to your knees. What are you like?
Yeah, there's like no.
Try your time there or what?
You're right. I did it. We were too poor. We couldn't afford socks.
Well, they're getting ready to jump into the swimming pool.
And you both wore the same shoes too.
Yeah, it looks like it. What is it? Those are not even Adidas. Those are like Kmart shoes.
It's like that Payless shoe store.
Yeah, they're like 2 stripes, not 3 stripes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that's
man.
like a bootleg
We couldn't
Pac-Man
afford-
shirt
we
you're wearing.
couldn't afford
too.
the 3rd stripe.
I love
bootleg Pac-Man.
Awesome.
The total iron-on, right? I remember
Yeah, it
those.
probably was an iron-on
They're
shirt.
like super thick plastic, like rubbery.
And oh, look at my hair. It looks like they put a bowl over it. And
Oh yeah, Super
Yep.
Bowl haircut.
I wish this was CSI. Just asked them to clarify
Yeah,
that photo up a little
enhance.
bit.
Enhance.
Enhance.
It is actually Pac-Man,
Yeah.
right? It says
It is
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's Pac-Man.
That's
So
pretty
it gets
awesome.
worse. So when I grew
But it
older,
totally looks bootleg. It doesn't look real.
Yeah.
The next picture is when I grew older, and that's what I look like now.
Oh, I'm scared to look at this one.
That's safe.
Holy shit! That's weird. Come on, someone needs to put this in the 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, it's like Photoshop to me.
I got the Gene thing on.
This is not Johnny Depp, but who's the other one in 21 Jump Street? The TV show?
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
What's his face's son or whatever, right?
Oh,
Ralph Macchio?
No. Dom DeLuise.
Yeah,
his son.
His son was on that
Peter? Is
show.
it Peter?
Like Jim DeLuise or something like that.
You should you'd be him, and then Gak would be Johnny Depp with his photo there. You put
Right. You should put our photos next to each other.
Totally.
Horrible picture.
Rico
I had my Commodore 64 shirt on too. So.
I adore my 64.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, all I can say is success is guaranteed, brother.
That's right. I had that flair.
Wow. and he's got the look, I gotta show you. He's got the Count Dracula hairdo going on there too. You see that?
The widow.
No. It's just damn. Don't you guys remember Shana Na and stuff like that?
Bowser.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks more like Count Floyd from SCTV.
They're like Count Chocula.
Count Floyd.
All right, smart asses. Why don't you share your old photos then?
All right.
I put myself out there.
Yeah, Gak
That's
already
your
did.
fault.
That's before.
19 or something. Got to keep it above 18 though, right?
My shirt was open, showing chest hair. You know.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, Gak, you probably have tons of pictures when you were riding bikes, right?
I really, yeah, I'd have to digitize them all. You know, they're all still photos to print out. Yeah,
They're
you should have
analog,
a
huh?
throwback show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah, I wonder have you guys ever looked back in your family photos to see if you've got any arcade or like Chuck E. Cheese photos or anything like that?
I need to.
Oh my God.
I found one.
We were so broke, we didn't have a camera.
Dave from Buffalo has the best one. He's got video of him playing like Centipede or something, right?
Centipede, yeah.
I was
Yeah,
the fourth boy in our family, so not many photos of me were taken at all.
Yeah, we were so poor, we could afford it was a Polaroid.
They're out of film by then.
Yeah, they just didn't
Yeah.
care. They just didn't care. They was like, oh, we already had 3 boys. I don't need to take pictures of the
Yeah,
boys.
it gradually goes down on each child.
They all look alike.
Yep. I think somewhere
we
there's
got
a picture
of your brother. Yeah.
I think somewhere there's a picture of me in a Chuck E. Cheese T-shirt, and it had it was like a Chuck E. Cheese, like it had the fake bow tie, printed on the T-shirt. Oh, it was hideous, hideous, and it was a hideous time of my life too. So
we totally need to get old photos of us,
Chances
and
of
we'll Photoshop us together. And
Oh,
put us
there you
like,
go.
put us like underneath the Grinkers logo or something. That'd be awesome.
that would be awesome.
I'm pretty sure
Oh,
I
I love
burned
it.
all of those photos.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have any, so you ain't getting none from me.
No. What?
We have pictures of your nipples, dude. We'll put it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good with those. I got no pictures from back in the day. I never went to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, but do you have any pictures of you as a child at all?
Yes, but I don't let them out. So
Yeah.
Is that which one of those is you, Gleek?
None. That was just like
Yeah, I was wondering there.
that was my brother's high school graduation party or something.
Just the arcade.
Yeah, I think I took the picture and I was like, "Holy shit!" An arcade, because you don't even think about it back then. It was just
Is that Detroit area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was in some kind of
Oh man, I wish I had photos of my old arcade.
Yeah.
There used to be an awesome pizza place that was beside mine, and people on Facebook, my high school group or whatever, they started posting pictures of the old pizza place, but no one's posted pictures of the arcade that was beside it.
Yeah, it's like back then you really didn't care. You were in the moment. You were a kid. You were at Chuck E. Cheese's, or not Chuck E. Cheese's, Major Magics, and you just didn't really take pictures unless your parents did.
Well, I mean, most of our stuff was sporting, year-end sporting pizza parties or whatever that we'd have. So you think the parents would be taking photos, but
they did. But you got to find those. I literally have a garbage bag of photos I haven't gone through. I don't know. I just never was into looking through old photos. So maybe one time.
I mean, any of these. There's actually Flickr groups where it's just for old arcade photos.
I saw that one. It was full of our arcade games. I loved it. I actually bookmarked. I think you know what I'm talking about. I just don't have it.
Yeah. It's a Paperboy I see in the background of that one photo. That's pretty cool. Did I share that? I don't think I shared it, did I?
Yeah. What? The photo I just gave?
Yeah. Did I share it with everybody?
Yeah, share it. Share it. Where's Paperboy?
Is this over here?
That looks like a Spy Hunter.
Yeah, but the control panel's sticking out, isn't it?
Spy Hunter?
Or is it a different game?
That could be a kid's arm. That looks like a Spy Hunter, though.
Pole position on the right.
Enhance.
Yeah.
Enhance.
Enhance. Yeah, guess the games. You can't even. They're so grainy. I know.
That's a basketball game, right? That's a basketball game right there, isn't it?
NBA Jam. Yeah, I don't know.
Arch Rivals.
Arch Rivals, I think, is the one.
It's too bad you can't read the banner above there. It says class of 91.
91. Yeah.
Class of 91. Yeah, that's when my brother graduated.
Looks like a pinball machine, like a Cyclone right there.
Yeah, that's definitely a pinball. That's definitely a pinball. But that looks like a Spy Hunter. It doesn't look like a 7.
Yeah, it just looked like that could just be a blur or something. It looks like the control panel was sticking out. That's why.
Yeah, I'm kind of right. I don't know. It's a blur.
Maybe it's Spy Hunter 2.
God.
Yeah, those are cool photos.
Yeah, thanks. I'll share more later when I find them and look through them. So
I like that guy's. One guy's. What is that? His sweater is around his waist. It's like stripes.
That was like preppy back then. I think they call it preppy. It almost looks like pants, or he's wearing a towel. I don't know.
I think it's just a sweater he's got tied around, probably.
I don't really know a lot of those people in that photo either. Those are my brother's school people. The one guy, the black guy, he's my mom was a legal secretary for him. He was an attorney at law, so I know him.
So I have one old picture of myself. It's not arcade, but on my BMX.
Holy shit! Is that a Scout?
No, it's a
It's a Wrangler.
It's a Jeep. CJ7 or 5.
Oh yeah, that's not a Scout.
But that's probably 1986, maybe 85. Try to get it to focus.
That's cool. Oh, you got the mag wheels on it.
Yep, those are the Skyway graphite tough wheels and a RL20 number 2. That is probably, even back then, that was close to $1,000 bike right there.
Wow.
And I had a paper out. That's how I paid for it, was for my paper out money.
Yeah, all my friends all had factory Kuwaharas. And,
nice.
And one had a red line.
I had a green machine.
I did too. Oh, dude, fucking green machine. I had it. I got it for Christmas. And literally, like the next day, Boxing Day up here in Canada, my best friend came over and he wrote it and he smashed it into my carport wall and fucking busted it.
No.
I never got to ride it again.
That sucks.
Oh,
They still make them. I'm buying one for my son.
Really?
They make Green Machine and Green Machine Juniors, yeah.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
And they actually make adult ones that have motors on them. It's not the same company, but there are ones that they have them with motors. They're called Green Machines.
So like the downhill drift ones where they do like the adult size big wheels. And the guys
it's like that, but it's not a drift. It's not a drift trike. It's just it's a Green Machine they call it.
Yeah, no, I think they started making those again a few years ago, didn't they? Or did they ever stop?
Yeah, they started making them. Oh, it was like
10,
like 10 years ago they brought them back.
Yeah.
I saw them at like a Walmart or Costco or something.
Those are the king of the big wheels.
Oh, I loved my Green Machine. That was so awesome.
For 24 hours.
I used to drive it around. I used to like the metal rod that was on the steering broke, and so I actually would like duct tape or something like another metal piece to try to hold it together. I could ride it around for a little bit before it broke again, and I would keep doing that because when you're like 7 or 8 years old, you don't know how to fix things. Green Machines were badass. I love that thing.
Yeah.
Cooler than big wheels.
They had the brake lever or something, right?
No brake lever. All you had was just the 2 steering rods, like
just a weird steering thing.
Yeah, so you do a so you could spin out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember my parents when they bought me my big wheel, they hated the sound of the clack.
The little plastic thing inside.
Yeah, so they removed it and threw it away, so they wouldn't have to hear it go clack, 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 clack. So like I was the only kid on my block that didn't have an engine inside their big wheel. It's like, why doesn't mine click? I didn't know how to fix that, so yeah. That's fun.
What? So there's the newer.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's kind of cool.
That's the newer one.
Look at they're up high.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't remember those
have
handles
like ski poles almost.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got hurt on that thing so much times.
This one's like a real bike though. This one's metal. This is the
the
bigger
old
kids.
ones are all plastic.
Yeah, this one's got a real bike tire, and it's actually got like real pedals, like off a BMX kind of thing.
I want to ride one.
They do make. Let me see if I can find it. They do make adult ones.
Remember the commercials of the kids driving real fast and then they spin them out?
Holy crap! Get a Huffy, a 20-inch screen machine. It's $105.
Huh. There you go. There you go, Mock.
Yeah.
Super size.
Look at that wheel in the front. That's big, all right.
That looks like Gacken back there.
This is powered.
Compensating for something.
This one's actually got a motor, so you just ride it like a motorcycle and you steer with a little.
Can you imagine
guy looks like a
going down the street? That would be crazy.
That takes up a lot of room in your garage, too.
It's not quite to scale either. Kid's not quite that little.
No.
That is awesome.
Although he looks like a kid sitting on that thing.
Yeah, no kidding. I think
that wheel's bigger than he is.
Well, those are like those are like car rims in the back for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I miss those rubber band balsa wood airplanes myself. We're going on this. I used to go through those things like once a week.
With those little parachute men, you throw them up in the air and they come back down.
Fuck right. Yeah.
All right, I got to show two more pictures real quick.
All right.
This was
a
skate park I used to go to down in Southern California called the Pipeline Skate Park.
That's you doing the trick. Right?
I took that picture for the guys. That's a 12-foot deep concrete pole, and the guy's like going out of it, and the other guy's touching his back tire.
Wow.
So that's one of my favorite pictures I ever took. And this one here,
good one.
It's like perfect
timing.
timing.
I envisioned myself touching this guy's back tire. Didn't quite work out.
Oh, let's keep it PG.
Push them.
So
Wait,
that's me on the. Oh, I need to get the other side of this. That's me right there on the back, and I'm kind of like reaching my hand out. And the guy who's doing that air, this is autograph right here. So the movie Rad in 1985-86, the main guy was Eddie Fiola, and that's the guy right here is Eddie Fiola.
I just watched that movie like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
This picture was taken right around 86, right around the same time that movie came out.
Awesome.
This was at the skate park. They filmed like the opening scene in that movie. So yeah, that's one of my favorite pictures I own. So
nice.
That's a tiny photo, by the way. What is that, like 3 inches by 2?
That's how they were, man. You know.
Yeah.
Like a 3x5 picture, right?
Yep.
But that's not a 3x5. That's like a 2x3. It looks tiny.
Actually,
unless your hand is like this.
That looks like about 4 inches wide. Yeah, 3x4 maybe.
Yeah, 3x4 probably.
Still good photos.
Mm-hmm.
One more picture, and that's me. That's my big air out of the same bowl, which is like maybe 2 or 3 feet out. At my best, but I was probably 15, 16.
Are you wearing a headband?
No, it's a goggles
helmet.
Oh, it was like part of the look. You have like motorcycle goggles, but you have them up on your helmet.
Yeah,
you don't even use them. It's just, one of those weird fads or whatever, right? So, yeah, good times. So that's my step back into the 80s pictures.
Yeah, it's like we skipped that whole damn decade. We have only like 3 pictures to show for it.
I know, right?
Crazy.
That's why we all relive it by shoving big ass boxes in our houses.
I know, right?
Because we don't have we didn't have phones that have cameras on them where you can take pictures of just stuff on the fly whenever you want. I mean, it was an event to go get the camera and it had film in it.
Even if you had a camera on you, you had to. It was film, and you had to wait for it to be developed.
Yeah, that cost a lot of money
you didn't
too.
know if you got a shot. How many shots were ruined because you couldn't look? There was no
light exposure.
You take a whole entire roll, and you might get like 5 good pictures out of it.
And if you accidentally expose it to sunlight, you're fucked. The whole roll's shot.
Yeah.
And how
I
much?
try to tell my kids to try to save their pictures they take on their phones, but so many times they just like, oh, my phone's getting full, just delete off, a couple hundred pictures.
Too lazy to even dump it onto a computer.
Yeah, right.
Actually, you know what? Like at this exact moment, I'm working on backing up my dad's hard drives. My dad's got terabytes of photos, and I gave him. I showed him. Okay, if you want to you need to back stuff up. Here's an external hard drive. It's huge. It's like 3 terabytes. Every X amount of time, you should just drag these folders onto this drive. Okay. Never does it. Now the hard drive's taking a shit. So I'm frantically working to back up all this stuff, and the hard drive is being super slow because it's on its way out. No. And so I've got hundreds of thousands of photos, and it's going grueling slow. It's over. It's like I want to say like 2 terabytes that I'm working on backing up, and I'm about 75% of the way through, but it's grueling slow. And I'm like, you're lucky that we're even able to do this, and that's like his life. Cause my dad, that's where I get my photography, like video, like my whole interest. Cause he takes like 1 trillion photos all the time. And they're good, but fuck, I'm so pissed that like, really things are acting really slow. And with my photo program, like, oh fuck, god damn it. I look, and he hasn't backed anything up since I showed him how,
All right.
I mean, I really like, so after this is done, I'm gonna pick up a new hard drive and another external for him. So because basically, drive storage is so cheap that this is how I do things with my videos. Like as soon as my drive is full, I back up my projects, but as soon as a drive is full, I just pull it on my hard drive and I throw a new drive in there and just store it. And and so that's what I'm going to do with my dad. But this is just, it's taking fucking forever. It just pisses me off. Drives are so damn cheap. Just back it up.
Or just get them online storage. I have online storage that backs up my NASs, and it's unlimited space and only costs me like $35 a year.
That's not a bad idea.
It automatically just backs it up.
Well, and I was thinking because a lot of these external drives also have backup software on there. A lot of it's subpar, but just something that would just automatically, like every night or once a week at like 4 a.m, copy this to this, back up this.
Yep.
And a lot of these drives have that comes with it. But yeah, the online thing wouldn't be a terrible idea either.
MacLeod.
Yeah. Because I mean, I'm so paranoid. Like I have stuff backed up on like 2 drives.
I have 2 different NASs. They're both in RAID, so they both are backing up themselves, and then they automatically get backed up to the cloud.
Okay.
I think like we have terabytes and terabytes of photos. I mean, you don't want to lose that shit, right?
No, it's like that's your life.
Yeah. And video.
Even
too.
all
I mean, all your
even
videos are digital.
Oh yeah. Well, that's just it. I go through drives really fast, especially like 4K and stuff. All my fucking stock footage.
That guy in the green machine wipes out. It's so funny.
That's
funny.
Yeah. Watch him eat shit.
Yeah.
But that's how you used to write it when you were a kid. You would do those things. You would drift and just fall.
Yeah.
All right, it's after 11, and like I said, I'm taking it easy tonight. So
let's call it a night.
Yeah, I wanted to go to bed early tonight too.
All right, good luck,
All right.
No.
I see you fuckers in a few days.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Not even a few.
Guys tonight, and I will see everybody in a couple days.
Yes.
Woo! All right. Woo! It's finally here.
Yay.
Drinkers, chop pickles for the win.
Yay. For the win.
That's not a euphemism, by the way.
Oh.
All right, night guys. Sorry, Buffett, you can't join us. Gleek, you better fucking try to get there.
Yeah, I know.
Make it happen.
You can shack up in the nest.
Make it happen, Captain.
Whatever y'all give me a call and put me on Google Hangout, and I'll be there with you.
Yeah, we should.
There you go.
We should try to do something while we're there. That'd be
That'd be cool.
Yeah, just like we tried to do a show at the Cax or Bro Fest.
Yeah, that's a really nice idea.
Cax was hard because
idea.
Jimbo took too many tries at his world record attempt. That's what broke it down there, I think.
I think what we need for number one is someone sober in our group, hint, and that also has good Wi-Fi and can do all that online stuff. You just hold a camera up and talk to us individually briefly.
Or we can just try to record it. We can just try to record it and not go live, and then we don't have to worry about that.
Or maybe we could just hang out and drink beer.
There you go. That's
I
you.
like that idea.
Now there's an idea.
And we'll just try to remember and talk about it the next week.
I mean,
The following Tuesday. Are we doing one the following Tuesday? What do you think, you guys?
Probably not.
Maybe.
All right. So,
Play it here.
we'll see everybody. That's